What you tell him? What you tell him?
Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, y'all? We on.
Yo.
We back as Nest Kingdom. Coming to you live. We on Twitch. We on YouTube. We on Twitter. What's popping? Yo, Scoop
we live on
C
Twitch?
is in the chat, yo. Did you see
Currently
that?
live on Twitch?
Yeah, we live on Twitter
Yeah,
too.
I saw.
Scoop C is in the
Oh, man.
shout out to Scoop B, the real Scoop B. Is that shout out to the real Scoop B, but that's funny. Whoever made that YouTube account right now, Scoop C, that's hilarious. Let me do quick shout outs. Tonight we're just gonna talk a bit about the off season. Saint should be here in a little bit. What'd you text me, Saint? Oh yeah, check the email. Oh, all right. Give me 1 second, Saint. Shout out John Cummings. What's good, bro? Quest 1. Al Mac. Brooklyn Nets 11 was good. Oh, Italy's in the house. Hey. Buongiorno. Come stai? Brendan was good. Cypher was good. Lou Bucks was good. Miguelo was good. Kevin Pepe was good. I still can't get over somebody made Scoop C in the chat, yo. I can't get over that, bro. Take Name 404 was good. Daily Dose was good. Oh, the trolls are here. The trolls are in the chat, man. Just make sure you guys hit that like button. We're not going to be on for a crazy long period of time. Again, the merch is out too. Nest Kingdom merch, Nest hoodies. I'm wearing merch right now. You guys want to see the merch? You know what I'm saying? The merch is crazy right now. I don't get that Nest Kingdom merch.
That is
It's
clean.
just tough, right?
That
Tell me that's not. Tell me this is not tough. Tell me that's not tough. You know the merch is in stores. You know how it is. So interesting last couple of days. Shout out to the Nets, man. Like, first of all, shout out to Saint. When Saint gets here, he'll tell you. The Nets followed both of us on Twitter. So that's a good. The kingdom is officially solidified. If the Nets are watching right now, shout out to you guys. Appreciate the follow. Oh yeah, and yo, you know who 26R is, Chubbs? 26R, yo. He's like a drill artist.
Not gonna lie, ever since Pop died, I really have stopped paying attention to drill. I can't cap. Like, I know that just sounds like casual as shit, but like after Pop died, I'm like, damn. But I
hear you. You stopped listening to drill. The drill music. Well, everybody's locked. Everybody's locked. So the drill music is not like popping right now.
I do stay in tune. I don't know that much Bronx drill, but you know I do stay in tune with
So I put 26R's song under one of these Kyrie videos, and he actually commented. So shout out to 26R, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he commented on the page, so he actually checked in. So interesting couple of last days, man. Like I said, the kingdom is we getting a little. You know what I'm saying? We're making our way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We're making our way. Yeah, shout out to Gian Mike to the top. But yeah, so we're just gonna talk about the offseason tonight. Rage will be here. I think Rage got a game. He'll be here a little bit later. Make sure you guys hit that like button. So tonight we've seen the cheese is back in Brooklyn. The cheese, Chris Chiozza, has got signed. You wouldn't even expect Chris Chiozza. Like that one completely took me off guard. Like the DDJ signing, I knew was gonna happen. Like I just knew like it was a matter of time. He was gonna sign the two-way. But the Chris Chiozza, that one was like, like, you know, it made me think a little bit. Like, what are the Nets doing here? Like, I'm like, we needed a backup point guard, but we had Mike James out there. We've seen Dennis Schroeder was out there. He just got signed. You've seen Eric Bledsoe's out there, Tyreek Evans. So of all the camp invites, it was just interesting to see like Chris Chiozza get signed. How did you feel about Chris Chiozza, Chubbs?
Honest, I don't. It's like, why? Like, I mean, it's cool to have him back. Yeah, you know, the cheesy shit is, oh, we get a championship pedigree point guard, but It's just like I'm looking at the depth chart. We got Kyrie Irving, Patty Mills, Cam Thomas, Ben Simmons, and Seth. That's kind of our depth chart for point guard. Is Cheese playing over Cam Thomas?
No.
Is he playing? He can arguably play over Patty Mills. Not gonna lie,
He could probably play over Patty. It depends.
Yeah,
It depends.
I argue over Patty. ESPN has Patty second on the PG depth chart. That's crazy. I think Chioza probably would jump, but regardless, we have too many small guys on this team, and I'm glad it's a camp invite. I do have the expectation. I think we got one more. I think it came out. Donovan Williams is going to be the next one. So,
DDJ signed the two-way. Let me read what the official Nets Daily put out. But DDJ signed a two-way.
Yeah, he signed it.
Now they said Donovan Williams is on one of the Exhibit 10s.
So that leaves us down with one. Us down with one.
They said we're 19. You're supposed to bring in 20 people. You can bring in 20 people into training camp, but supposedly somebody counted up in the comments. I think we have 19 right now out of all these guys, non-guaranteed, guaranteed, two ways. I think we have 19 guys. So I think they have one more spot left. Now it says we have 2 Exhibit 10s left, and it also says if Chioza gets cut, his rights go to the G League. So if he gets cut, he'll be in the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, they'll probably put him in Long Island for what it's worth.
So he'll be back in the G League.
But my problem with that is, yes, you went with what you know. You don't try to experiment too much, but at the same time, you look at our center depth. You have Nick Claxton, Daron Sharp, Markieff Morris, and Kevin Durant. ESPN has Kevin Durant as a center, but we know we're going to have Ben at the 5. That's pretty much what we're going to do. So you might as well just notch Ben as on the center depth chart. We have no real big men. Real big men. Clax, Daron, but I'm talking about a guy that's actually
a bruiser, a post kind of threat, rebound kind of get in there, guard Joel Embiid and Jokic and who's that Nurkic, all those guys. Yeah, we don't really have like I said, that's what really worried me about. Like I said, now that we're gonna get into grading this offseason, what worried me about Sean, I love that Sean Marks addressed the wings. The wings. I love the wings.
Yeah, wings
that
are
he
beautiful.
Addressed.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But
the backup point guard issue is, to me, I think it's not gonna be that bad of an issue. But I have to see how the season plays out, because it's are we gonna play Kyrie at that backup or Seth? Are they gonna have to merge and play point guard by committee? You know what I'm saying? Play kind of point guard by committee. All these guys, Sumner, DDJ, who's gonna be that official backup point guard when Ben Simmons goes to the bench, or when Ben Simmons is taking a load management day, So it's
what's a good website that has a good depth chart? Because ESPN's is kind of ass. Hold on. They don't even have they don't even have Edmund Sumner on the depth chart, which is kind of crazy.
They don't. Oh no, they won't.
They don't even have Ben as a center on the depth chart when we openly said we're gonna try him at center. So hold on.
Yeah. Shout out to Gemini. We need Boogie. Yeah, like I said, I think this is the end days, y'all. I don't think it's gonna happen. One more invite out, I don't think they're gonna do it. It's sad to say, but literally training camp is what, 2 weeks away, 1 week away, something like 2 weeks away, something like that. So September 26th.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, NBA season's back on. So it's not like we're not gonna do a big trade. There's just never in the history we've seen a trade happen this close to the season starting.
Yeah, I don't think we're not gonna blow it. Well, not blow up a team right before, or maybe move key guys. Like the Joe Harris thing, I know was a thing that people were talking about for Miles Turner. I see in the comments people saying Miles Turner. I don't think that's gonna happen, y'all. It's too late. This is the final. We're getting into the final roster kind of. I know it's not done yet. There's still training camp and everything, but I think it's almost a wrap soon. Shout out to the super chat, Josh90. Appreciate it, bro. He said, is it wrong to say that I think the Pistons with their young core with Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, and Sadiq Bey are going to be the scary soon? Yeah. The Pistons young core is They're on their way, man. Like I
Yeah,
said, they've been drafting.
It's gonna be it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I'm definitely gonna too. I really love Cade Cunningham's game, bro. I like his game, and I still remember that game where him and Katie were going back and forth, and Katie was like, "Come at me," and Cade was going in, and Katie was going right back. Like that's what it's all about, you know. And the Pistons got a bright future. I don't think they're gonna be good, like up there in the East, because the East this year is, oh my god, the East is,
that's crazy. Like,
you know how the East is crazy this year. You know, it's so
it's
many good teams.
The play-in is gonna be damn near an underrated thing to watch.
I don't even know, like the play is gonna be tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this conference is the best conference in the NBA right now. Like it was for a while, like years on years, it was the West, but this year is these two. I think the past 3 years it might be in the East, but these last 2 years, the East has taken over. Like this is the competitive conference, man. Somebody said their defense and everything else they do mix up for that. What's the starting five gonna look like? I think everybody knows pretty much the starting five. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, you know, the big three, Joe Harris and Clax. Now I know
that's the majority of what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I know people are gonna argue Royce, but we don't know how Ben and Clax are gonna like mesh. We got to see how they kind of play together. If you're gonna have two non-shooters like that, you're gonna want Joe Harris in there too to space. You know, you want Joe Harris. I know Royce can space too, but Joe kind of demands that. Since he's such an elite 3-point shooter, is he going to demand that space? You know, some teams might think about Royce and might let him like rock a little bit, like, we'll let Royce shoot, see if he can make it. But Joe Harris, it's like you're gonna hedge out real quick. Like, I'm not gonna leave Joe Harris open. So I think he's gonna start Joe Harris. Now with the East is stacked. Yes, I see the East is stacked. So it's like we get into the offseason. Yeah, we know the East is stacked. Philly added PJ Tucker, and who else did they add? What's his name? That backup.
Daniel House, PJ Tucker,
and Montrezl Harrell.
They made some moves. So
did the Bucks do anything? The Celtics added Gallo. Well, Gallo's hurt now. Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah. So okay, here's the list. You have the Heat. They didn't really do too much. Did they even do anything? The Heat didn't even do anything?
I don't think the Heat really did that much this season.
So arguably, I think the Heat's like, that's kind of like, goddamn, they ain't doing nothing. Celtics, they're good. Bucks, they're good. Even though they didn't do anything, they still have Middleton, Giannis.
Still got their big three, yeah.
You have the Sixers, they're going to be good. The Raptors, they're going to be scrappy. So I think they'll be probably at worst playing, if all goes well, middle of the pack. You have the Bulls. Lonzo is projected to be out for a lot of. People are saying people are saying that's cap, so he could start. I don't know.
Cavs, Donovan Mitchell. I forgot. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you have us. Even though, in my opinion, I have to wait and see first. But it's kind of stupid to not say we cannot be the best in the East. The Hawks, I don't think they'll be good this year, even with just the but everything else. I don't think DeJounte Murray and Trae Young will be that good to compete with everybody. The Cavs, I'd argue they have the best young core in the league. I think Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and who will be
they still have Kevin Love off the bench.
They still got Kevin Love. Yeah, they have a lot, man. I'd say that's the best young core in the league right now.
They still have Kevin Love. I think they have what's his name? Isaac Okoro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The Cavs might be that move right there might have solidified like their top five. I think they're gonna be top five.
That's it. If it doesn't work out, that's a crazy setup team. Because 2025 is like the next big market where like the free agents are. Imagine someone signs there, particularly a 3, because I think the 3 is missing from that team to really be fucking good.
Yeah, but they need a wing defender and they need a wing. They need more wings on that team because I think they're. Even though with Donovan and Garland is going to be an amazing scoring duo, and backcourt is just they're kind of small when it comes. I mean, they still got the Twin Towers, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, but that's if one of those guys gets in foul trouble, who's coming off the bench? You know, the defense.
God damn, that's
their defense is going to be I mean, Donovan's not a good defender, but you're just going to literally. If somebody gets by him, it's 2 7-footers that can just block your shot or rim protect. So it's like it's not going to be too bad. And they were top in defense
That backcourt defense is a problem, but I don't think. But with Jared and Mobley, like, goddamn, that's and Kevin Love, he's still a good rebounder and shooter. Like, I don't. It would be disappointing if they're not a bottom 6 team.
They should be top 5 with that team, bro. With that move, I mean, I know we just saw them in the play-in, and people thought it was like easy, and they still gave us a little bit tough time in that play-in game. You know, it wasn't like no easy. You know, it was still we got a dub, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah, but the East is so competitive. The Heat, Sixers, Bucks, Celtics, us, Cavs, and then you can throw the Hawks, Cavs. Who else is underrated as hell? The Hornets. Nah, I don't. That's a bad pick. But yeah, I think just those 8 is crazy. And one of those teams is gonna be out. I hope it's not
playing. And they still gotta fight for the play-in.
Yeah, that's a dog fight.
Gotta fight for the play-in.
It's a dog fight.
Let me read some comments. Somebody said Cavs were a top 10 defense last year, and they upgraded their offense without getting rid of any of their defensive players. Yeah, exactly, Cypher. They're still going to be pretty good. Scoop C said some people sleeping on the Cavs.
They're going to be fun. They're going to be fun.
KMR said, no. Ryle said we need a big. Bigger Fortune said the Hornets are looking very ugly. AF96 said Claxton over Watanabe. And one more comment. AJ non-biased. Do you think we're actually going to have a better team than the Celtics or the Bucks? Personally, I don't know. It's yet to be seen. I think what we have on paper, I'm taking it. Of course, it's funny because I'm kind of biased, so I can't really answer this question. I mean, I think we're better than the Bucks and the Celtics, but I think they just have more camaraderie as a team. They have more chemistry. They played longer together, so that's why I think I would still be hesitant to say we're better than them right now. I got to see how everything falls into place because they have good coaching. Well, the Celtics do. They have coaching. They've been together for years on years and years, and then we're just kind of – we still have our core guys, but it's still a brand new team. Like, it's not like we've been here for like 4 or 5 years trying to, with the same team, trying to put it together,
Yeah,
Bledsoe's still unsigned.
What's the West looking like?
Oh, West. I think it's Warriors.
For what it's worth, there's some things. You got the Nuggets, MPJ, Jamal Murray coming back. The Warriors, they're reigning champs. The Mavericks, they added Christian Wood, but they lost Jalen Brunson. So, gotta see how that looks. The Rockets, they're gonna be on the bottom. Clippers, Kawhi's coming back. The Lakers, that's Jesus Christ with the Lakers.
Did you just see? They just signed D. Schroeder, and I'm like, why are y'all signing? First of all, 3 point guards that all can shoot is crazy. Like that's wild.
There's no way Russ is not a Laker, but at the same time, what type of deal is going to be made with 2 weeks before training camp?
Who wants Russ though? That's what I'm saying. Like, who's going to take Russ's contract right before training camp? Like that's a sick contract. Like I don't know who's going to take that. But I think the Lakers are basically saying like, Russ, we don't trust you, so we have backup just in case you're traded or you're terrible. We have guys that you could sit. We could put D. Schroeder in. We could put Beverly in. So I don't think
But
we'll see what happens.
The Lakers, depending on when you want to count the bubble or not, they won a championship with LeBron as your main point guard. Pretty much. And this is what kills me with the Lakers. They had the cheat code. Dwight and JaVale as like running the court at the same time, that fucked up any small ball team. Like they made Miami Heat style look beatable with having those two there. And then you had Morris and Kuzma, so you just had length for everything. And then they just pivoted off of that for no reason. So it's kind of just like what they won with, they just want to stray away from so quickly. Like they keep straying away from it. And that's like, I don't think what people don't understand.
Make sure you guys hit that like button. We're just doing a little off-season review, talking about the NBA. The season starts soon. Training camp is in 2 weeks. Media day is going to be fun. Imagine what media day. Imagine how Sean Marks is going to have to run circle. I don't know what the PR team's going to do, but they're going to have to avoid mad questions. Like I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do media day because I'm going to be tuned in. I'm going to have my popcorn ready to see what the hell happened this summer. Like this summer was nuts. You guys put us through and I can't even curse on here, but you guys put us through this summer. Y'all put us
They
through
put
this.
us through the ringer, man.
I went out the country. That's how bad it was. I went out the country because it was so bad, yo.
Oh man,
I feel like I was out. I was like, we were literally as Nets fans, we thought it was all over. Like we were on the brink of death. Like we were like, yo, it's all over. KD, Kyrie, we're about to rebuild. It's about to be rebuild season. Like I couldn't believe it, bro. Like that we're all here. The fact that everything is just back to normal, it's like what? It's just still blows my mind, bro.
But as far as the West is, you got the Grizzlies, the Timberwolves, Pelicans, the Suns, and it's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, but yeah, it's safe to say the East is going to be on paper more competitive, but you got to see how everything plays out.
Yeah. So we'll get into start grading the off season. And put it in the comments while we're talking about the off season, guys. What did you grade Sean Marks' off season? Like, what did you guys put that in the comments, or should I put a poll up? I don't know, either way. But put it in the comments. What's your grade for this off season? Because I know it's not technically over, but it is over if you think of it. It's like on the.
Damn, you froze.
I froze.
I think you froze hella hard. Yeah.
Damn.
But I think they got what you were trying to say. But honestly, I'm being so strict here. Anything above a C+ is kind of like okay now. I feel like anything above a C+ is being very generous because you have to look at it like this. In the span of 3 months, you were on the verge of losing everything. Yeah. Arguably in a worse fashion than Billy King. Like in a worse fashion. So, yeah, I'll give you credit. You stuck to your guns. You pushed back. You didn't get on your knees for KD nor Kyrie, and they're like, okay, let's work it out. But at the same time, as a fan, I can't go any higher than a C+.
I see a lot of B+ in the chat right now. I see C+. I see 1A.
Oh, man, you can't give anything above a C+. You can't.
I see 7 out of 10. Shout out Ahmad. Yeah, the chat is saying like it's not really that good. Oh, D. I saw a D, B-, C+. Yeah, and like I'm not gonna lie, Sean. I think Sean did better. Better this season than last season. But I think it's just the fact that everything happened. The trade request. Kyrie's contract situation was happening. It was just a lot of mayhem. So we didn't know what direction Sean was gonna go. And we saw what Katie tweeted. It's a wings league at the beginning of the draft, and we didn't think at first Sean was gonna listen to him because of the trade request. But then Sean ended up listening to him and signing a lot of wings. So the key parts that I think was the TJ Warren, of course. That was the best signing.
You argue that's the highlight signing? You argue that's like the highlight signing?
People argue that's like Sean Marks' best free agent signing of his whole career.
I'd argue that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think in my head what other free agents did he sign? And I'm like, I don't think he signed anybody better than TJ, bro. Like I don't.
You could say Utah was like the underrated signing. Markieff was also out of nowhere underrated, but well, okay, it wasn't out of nowhere. It came out like we kind of want to sign him, and it just happened. But TJ was probably the best move made. But
what is up, my brothers?
What's good, man? What's good? What's
going on, dude?
Hey, in the building, bro. The chat missed you, bro.
That's all. Hey, I missed doing this. Why is my stuff so loud? All right, there we go.
Chris Saint finally shows up. Look.
Yeah. No, hey, it's dad duties, bro. Getting ready for work. I've been back to work, so I haven't been home. It's dad duties. Got to get my kids ready. So now it's my time. But I miss doing this, man. Miss seeing you, Chubbs. Good to talk to you, man.
Appreciate you being here, man. Like, I gotta give it up to Saint because. If I did, like I said, I wasn't looking for that follow for the Nets, but like I said, Saint blessed us up with the Nets follow. So we gotta appreciate.
Hey man, you gotta take. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, they follow us. That's great. We're fans, but it's like, why wouldn't you want to share Twitter with the Brooklyn Nets, right? Like,
Yeah.
I may have to not be so vicious about some things.
Oh,
But,
this is what we were talking about earlier. It was like,
Yeah.
are we gonna be Hollywood now? Like, because like,
Yeah.
can we not tweet what we really
dude,
tweet?
well,
Like, nah, I'm gonna still keep it real because I'm
no,
using this.
yeah.
I'm using this. If y'all haven't looking at my tweets, I've been using my boogie propaganda. I'm still pushing, even though we have one more roster spot left. I'm still pushing the boogie propaganda on my tweets.
Oh, hell yeah.
So hopefully the
I
Nets see that. The Nets are looking at my timeline and they're like, "Oh, this is a lot of boogie propaganda." Like I'm throwing the boogie propaganda out there.
No,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
listen, I think there's a way to be critical of the team without being completely vile. If that's
Yeah.
anything that, like, I've learned lately, and just with talking with different people, and like, especially when you're trying to be more out in the public, it's like, bro, like, you can't be vile all the time.
Yeah, they gotta
Like,
understand
you
as
can
fans,
keep
like
it real without
we're not gonna be
being
perfect. Like we're not gonna
toxic.
be like, oh my god, everything is goody goody goody.
Yeah.
Like you gotta understand. Like the team has to understand. Like if they're gonna follow fans, they're gonna see the good and the bad, and the drama on Nets Twitter, the evil on Nets Twitter, the overreaction on Nets. You're gonna see it all.
Dude. And
You're
they
gonna
had
see
to
it all.
have known, right? They had to have known, like, how pissed off fans were this offseason, right? Like, if you just we knew the Kyrie contract stuff was going to be nasty. We knew it, but I don't think I completely was like, holy crap. Like, when KD asked, like, dude, I thought the whole house was going to burn down, and they had to have known that the fans were pissed. Like,
they put us through hell, bro. Like it was bad. It was bad. Let me read this super chat. Thank you, Mikey. He said, I say C+, but really want to give a D because honestly, I feel like the BS in the offseason was avoidable and we've had more time to make better moves. Shout out to you, Mikey. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I agree. Like it's hard to grade the offseason, but it wasn't no A or B in my eyes. I think it's like a B minus C in my eyes.
Now, if we didn't have the bullshit though, would it have been a better grade?
Oh, it depends what Sean Marks would have done, I think.
Yeah, I feel like we would have done more, but at the same time, it's like
at the same time, I don't think Sean would have did anything more.
I don't think we would have done anything more than what we did this offseason.
Yeah.
So no.
Well, but I mean, if you look at the pieces, like, are you happy with the pieces that we picked up? Like, take away the fact that it took us this long to get where we're at now, right? And I definitely think we probably could have had better quality players if we didn't have to deal with the Kyrie contract and KD asking out. Like, if we didn't have to deal with that, I definitely think our players we picked up would have been a lot better. But I guess my question is, like, are you happier with this group of guys, new guys we brought in comparison to the last couple of years?
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
I am
like,
happy.
We got younger, we got faster, and the only real, like, old veteran role player we got is Markieff Morris. And that's like
I think KD and Patty are the oldest players on the team. If you really think about it, I think KD and Patty are the oldest players on the team right now.
Yeah.
So,
and then Markieff. Those are the three oldest players.
We got rid of the older guys, and we just got youth, energy, and all that stuff we were missing last year.
Yeah.
So it's an upgrade.
Yeah, and I mean, like, listen, if I'm like honestly saying this, like, right now, I am not going to judge or even fully ponder like what this team is like. There's a lot of, again, we're going into another season with a lot of what ifs, right? Like, you got 4 or 5 guys coming back from serious injuries, right? You've got, you just don't know if there's going to be any, like, I have a feeling KD and Kyrie are going to be locked in, but it's like, you have a whole new coaching staff.
Yeah.
You have a whole new bunch of new guys coming in, and like, we want to like say how we think it may work out, but like, I'm really
you still don't really have a system. We have no system,
bro. Like,
no chemistry.
It's not negative. Yeah, it's not like a negative thing. It's just like, bro, like with the new coaching staff, like, you don't even know what you can kind of gauge with like the players we have, what they might be doing. But like, you really don't know what Igor is going to put out there as the offensive guy. You don't know where Steve Nash has improved. You don't know where these other guys are going to play into the role of like second-year young guys, new additions to the team, 4 or 5 guys coming back from injury, and all making them mesh together. I'm really going to be not as critical like until I see that preseason. Like once preseason hits and we start seeing these guys out there running, like that's when I'm really gonna start judging or
What's
looking
going
at
on?
things. Yeah, because it's so hard. It's so hard to get like super excited right now.
Because on paper, it's
so
like,
hard.
oh my
Yeah.
god, look at the
Yeah,
team on
yeah,
paper.
exactly.
But we don't know like
No
how it's
context.
going.
This is a beautiful roster, but
Yes.
On
with
paper.
getting swept last year, and we still have some of the problems. We still don't have a natural big man.
No.
I feel like we either get a stretch 5 or a traditional big man. We're set, or a backup point guard, an actual backup point guard. But the roster is not bad. It's not bad.
No,
it's
not
great.
bad, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Well,
But
let's talk about that
you know, ANC.
that backup point guard. Now that we've seen Sean Marks sign Chris Chioza and we signed DDJ. So now we have Chioza, DDJ, Sumner, Kyrie, Seth Curry. So it's like those are the guards. Like, who's gonna be the backup point? Cam. It's like we have so many of the guards. Who's gonna be the backup point guard when Ben is going to the bench or Ben is taking a load management day? That's kind of the issue. What we're kind of like, what's gonna go on? Is it gonna be a point guard duty by Kyrie or Seth, or is it gonna be Sumner? Or is it
I found a little more accurate depth chart than ESPN because the ESPN was kind of trash. So the point guard depth chart for this one, they have Kyrie as the first option, Patty as a second option point guard depth, and Edmund Sumner as a third option. I feel like there's a good chance Edmund might flip or leapfrog over Patty in that spot. As the scoring guard depth chart, you have Joe Harris, Seth Curry, Cam Thomas. For the 3 depth chart, you have Kevin Durant, Royce O'Neal, TJ Warren. For the 4 depth chart, you have Ben Simmons, Markieff Morris, Kessler Edwards. And for the center depth chart, you have Nick Claxton, Day'Ron Sharp. And believe it or not, this is the one negative with this website. They have Yuta Watanabe as the third option on the center.
Wait, what?
I shit you not. They have him as a center. He should be a 3 or a 4, but
he could do it, but it's like you don't want him to do that. I mean, he's still 6'9", he has like a wingspan, but it's like you don't want him to be that third.
You don't want to do that now,
Yeah.
but
we still don't even know if he's gonna make the team. That's the thing. Like some of these guys are like, we don't know if they're locks yet because there's so much. Like I was reading Nets Daily, and they were like, this is an unorthodox makeup of the roster because it's like Sean Marks is not. He's not like giving up exhibit. He's like signing a whole bunch of non-guaranteed guys. So it's like maybe he's trying to keep the roster still open, like flexible.
Yeah, but
because there's so many guys that can get cut. Like we don't know if Marquis is gonna get cut or Yuta is gonna get cut or
we have to sign these guys though. What other moves can we make? You know, like
I mean, I don't, and I'm curious. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, I was thinking a trade was coming, and I'm not sure about that anymore. And then 2, it was like I was wondering to see if anybody got bought out. Maybe we would swoop in, but that doesn't look like it's happening. It is curious to see that like we still really have it. Like this is what we're potentially like. I know he's a camp invite, but it's like, bro, you want cheese day again, bro?
Cheese day is back.
Like, are you ready for this, dude, or
you
what?
Ready, bro? Just what we thought we was gonna get away from small
champion Chioza, bro. Like
just
he got it, dude. This guy got a ring before the next.
Yo, Cheese is about to come back and it's like, yo, I got a ring. Y'all better listen to me. I'm a champion.
Yeah, I'm a championship caliber player.
The fact that we thought we were gonna get away from midget ball, like the small midget ball, we thought it was gonna be bad. We thought it was gonna be like, oh, we got all because we got bigger. Like we got, a lot of the team is 6'8" and up now, or 6'6" and up. But then Sean Marks goes back and is like, Chris Chioza, I want you. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, bro,
I'm lost now, bro. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say.
And Jay has been talking about this too. It's like I can't imagine that. Like, okay, if we just look at the 5, it's like a lot of people are saying, yeah, Ben Simmons is going to play the 5, and then it's like you just go behind that. You've got Claxton and Day'Ron, and it's like if they're not getting another 5, like they must have a whole lot of faith in Day'Ron and what his role is going to be in the team, which makes me happy because I like Day'Ron, but at the same time, I'm also realistic and looking at like he's a second-year guy. Yeah, he's done a ton of work, but that's still a lot of pressure to put on him as a second-year guy.
And God forbid, like
one of them goes
God
down.
forbid, like God forbid, like we have no center depth. Like, what if somebody like I don't want? And people keep playing Ben at center, Ben at center. Like, Ben's not a center; he's a point guard. Like,
no, I mean, we
need a point guard. Like, he can play center, but that's not what we want to do. We won't want Ben at this. I mean, at certain moments, we want to go small. Yes, you want to, but you don't want to start Ben at center like right away. Like, you want him to be the point guard. You want him to use his strengths on his perimeter and use his strength as his passing gift. He has a passing God-given gift. You want him to use that. You know what I'm saying? Like
are you two like I don't even see this is the thing. I don't even look at like picking up another center in the sense to be in front of Claxton or Dayron, but just more of like somebody as like a injury, like in case one of these guys goes down, you have something there. It's like, because it's going to get real ugly if one or two of these guys goes down at any given time. It's like, bro, there's nothing there. So that has me slightly concerned. The Chiozza thing's not really a big deal to me.
You think he's going to get cut?
I mean, he's a camp invite, bro. And it's just like, I have a feeling that if they're like, because let's think about it. If you look at the point guard position, obviously Kyrie, they've let DDJ play point guard before. They let him bring up the ball. You have to think Sumner will get a little something there, right?
A little bit of run, maybe
a little bit of run there. I fail to believe that they're going to put Chiozza ahead of those guys.
Yeah.
Right. Like I know Chiozza can run the ball, but it's just like, again, you're looking at putting size out there. Like you saw what happened to us in the playoffs against the Celtics. If like two of those guys just happen to be 6'7", maybe, or 6'6", or even just, you know what I mean? Like 4 or 5 inches taller than what like Mills and like you saw how close those games were. Like you could have had a chance that we wouldn't have been swept or really have a run at that. So it's like, that has me concerned because outside of Ben, like we know Kyrie can bring up the ball, but he doesn't want to, right? Like, you know, he wants to run around and catch the ball and he wants to be given, he doesn't want to facilitate the offense.
No,
maybe he does do that to some degree a little bit more this year. I wonder, who knows? But it's like,
we don't want to give him all those minutes. Like, we don't want to make Kyrie play all those minutes if he doesn't have to at the point guard position.
Yeah.
Like, we have to save him for the playoffs. Like, God, you know, these guys are not the most durable guys, you know,
in the past couple
of years.
Yeah. And I don't want Patty.
Kyrie. Yeah.
And I don't want Patty bringing up the ball. And you saw what did they try? But they gave you a little tell in the summer league. Chubbs, tell me if you saw this. Were they not trying to push Cam Thomas to facilitate the ball more?
They were.
Should have been
DDJ.
So
I'm not saying dude is going to be like our point guard, but did they not like push? And they talked about it. The famous interview about looking for other players. Like, so you saw, like, it just has me concerned that we don't have somebody outside of Ben that can really, really run an offense. And to not have that backup point guard, somebody that you could at least rely on, has me a little nervous, especially like injury for the center, a little nervous at running. Like, could they get away with it at point guard more? Yeah, maybe, but
you could play the thing now with Yuta. If Yuta makes the team, you could play him at a center. Like, he's a good rim protector, like a good help defender, but it's like, that's not really his strength. You know, we need wing. You would rather him on the wing, defending wings, or a wing defender, or you want him to be a wing. Like, you don't want him to be a center either. You know, like Chubbs was saying, we don't have no kind of natural.
You don't.
Center,
but at the same time, a stretch big is perfect, but it would be nice to have a traditional guy because we do need that space at the 5, and it's just. I don't know. Like, I see Miles Turner in the chat, but there's just no way a trade like that is happening 2 weeks before training camp.
Yeah, we're not getting Miles Turner, y'all.
Like that.
Y'all gotta get that up. Y'all gotta get that.
There's no way.
We're not getting Miles Turner, y'all.
Real, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, I'm not putting out a trade potentially. The way I'm seeing it is that real quick shout out to, before I lose this thought. Something, I don't know why, but like, I'm getting good vibes from Utah. I don't know. I'm not. That's all I can really say in my head.
I want to see him during training camp, man. I think he has
potential.
Potential.
There's something about him that I think another guy that, and something we've lacked in this team is that. And granted, I don't think he's getting a ton of playing time. It just if you watch him play in his video, the dude is fearless. The dude attacks the rim. He will go to the rim, get dunked. Like he'll try to put his body in the way. There's something about him.
He tries on defense. He tries on defense.
DJ, I don't think he's gonna get cut, bro. I don't know why. I'm just telling you
Yuta? You think Yuta's gonna get cut, DJ?
I don't know. I'm not saying he's doing 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm not saying he's all that, but there's something about him as a bottom 15th man on the roster. There's something about him that
but if you want to keep it 1,000, chat. If you want to keep it 1,000, if you compare Yuta and Markieff Morris, if you want to talk about impact, Yuta he's better. I think Yuta's better. He has the better impact. Now Markieff Morris is gonna bring like better in leadership. Better in leadership. He's gonna bring, maybe toughness. But Yuta is younger, he's faster, he's a better defender. I don't know if he's a better shooter, but he's a good shooter too. You know what I'm saying? He's a good shooter too. It might not be as good as Markieff. But
I mean, like let's not pretend Marquise is a shoe-in either. Like, dude's got to prove that he can play. Al Mackey's old. He's got to prove that he can get out there. Yeah. He's coming, and that was one of my concerns. He's one of the 4 or 5 guys that have injury concerns, and he is older, so you don't know what you're going to get from Morris either.
He's just coming off that whiplash, the back here, like a back issue. Or
Sumner's got something to prove. Morris has got something to prove. TJ Warren's got something to prove. Like, it's not like
DJ's funny, yo.
I know, but it's not like. But let's be honest. Is there a shoe-in out of all of like Royce O'Neal's the only shoe-in? Sumner. Like
they said Sumner's on he's on a partial guaranteed. So,
yeah, bro. Yeah. Like, so you can already tell by the way that they're looking at like Sumner, Morris, Yuta, like all these guys, they're not giving them guaranteed.
To DJ's point, like, Sean Marks is setting it up like he's ready to cut people. Like, you know how he's setting it up perfectly. He's setting it up perfectly. Like,
but who's he gonna replace him with?
You're cut.
But that makes me nervous too. Is it's like who's like. You're not filling in anybody behind them that really makes me feel good, right? Like Chiozza, like
that's what I said. We should have made this training camp more competitive. Boogie, Tyreek Evans, Lance Stevenson, like make it more competitive. Make guys like really can make the team and make an impact. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what you gonna say.
But here you had Tyreek Evans, Lance Stevenson, Dennis Schroeder before he got picked up by LA.
Bledsoe, a whole bunch of guys.
I'm forgetting somebody else, but there was so many other point guard. Rondo, even. He's old. I would have loved Rondo. He's a natural playmaker.
Nah, you know what? Rondo's bad news, dude.
You think Rondo's done up?
Dude, Rondo, you heard what the last thing that he got involved is?
Oh, with the kids. I think it was the women thing.
Yeah, and then you just see dude, go look it up. Like,
he had did he pull a gun on his girl?
Yeah, dude.
It might have been I think he pulled a gun on his on his shorty.
Rajon Rondo is done.
Why you like, bro? That's not funny though.
I didn't even finish his name search, and wife and gun are in the search. I didn't even finish. What the hell?
Bro. He's not a Sean Marks type of signing, bro. You know Sean Marks.
No, he isn't. And you don't even want that. Like, the last time I saw him play in a game, he had his fingers like a gun to a fan's head, and the fan hit his hand away, and the fan got kicked out. So I'm like, nah, I'm kind of good on Rondo, bro. Like,
I think Rondo's done up, but like Shub said, I still love him. Like, facilitating wise, I think he can still do it. Like, if you ask Rondo to get 10 assists right now or 8 assists off the bench, I think he could do it. Just don't score. Just give us 8 assists. I think Rondo could still do that. But
I'm just saying, there's better options on the court. Character wise, Rondo ain't the best, but it was a better option to have him than Chiozza. And I don't know.
You don't love cheese, bro?
You'll take the potential wife beater over cheese. Is that what you're saying?
How you take?
For what it's worth, one of our best players in the franchise, Jason Kidd, has some things with his wife. So for what it's
that's true.
You can't just say, "Oh, we don't want him because of the wife."
This man is a legend, bro. He's talking about like he want him ring, like he's about to flex on everybody at training camp. Like, yo, I got my ring. Step aside. I'm taking over. It's
shit, bro. Look, Sean Marks says he might be in advanced talks with DeMarcus Cousins.
Shout out to Sean Marks, man. That might really be Sean Marks, bro. Since the Nets follow us now,
dude, wouldn't that be funny? Dude? That really I always, it's like you always laugh at some of these sometimes, but it's like it'd be funny if
they're on their burner or something like that. That might be Sean, bro. The Nets follow us now, man. They watching, bro. They watching us.
Yeah.
Let me read some more comments. Somebody said Shields isn't good, but he can initiate plays. Yeah, I agree. He's a good playmaker. Just that he's short. So he's short, but
but see, that's the thing, dude. How do you hide him on defense?
You don't. He's just there.
You don't.
You don't.
Okay, maybe Shaq can do this. Maybe Shaq can do this. Like, if you were gonna hide Chios out there, what would the rest of the lineup be around him in order to make it okay? Because I just feel like he would get hunted every time.
Yeah. It's what I'm saying. It was just a little puzzling to me when he did the out of all the invites, it was like I said, I love Cheese and Cheese Day and Chris Shields, but
he's a champion, bro.
He's a champion. Like I liked him as a guy. Like I like his I like when he was on the Nets. I actually liked him when he got in and he would play make and score. Like, but it's not what we need right now. Yeah. He's just not
like this is not the days of Muggsy Bogues where you could get away with it, right? Like,
and it's like Mike James. Mike James is better than him. Mike James is better than him, and we didn't give Mike James an invite, but Mike James is better than Chris. So it's like
Mike James is not that good of a playmaker, though. He's basically a Cam Thomas on steroids.
Mike can give you a couple assists. He can pass.
If you really watch Mike,
he's another midget I don't want.
Passing is not the first thing you think.
No, he's not passing. He probably scored first, but
he's gonna score the rock before he passes.
He has the temperament to, like, if you tell him, bro, I need you to be the facilitator, he'll do that. Like I think he'll temper back a little bit. But I know he's not. You're right. He's a natural scorer.
Passing's not the first thing you think with Mike James. You watch any highlight, bro he's the tween, put it in the basket. He's not necessarily the playmaker you want. And he might play make, but you need that consistent 3-4 assist out. I'm like actually moving the ball and not figuring out who goes where type. That's why I would say a Rondo, maybe a Tyreek, maybe a Eric Bledsoe, a point guard that is not that's such a partial term. That's not going to make us shorter, but at the same time facilitate and not be a stick on defense.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Shout out to somebody said Cheese is better than KD. That's now it's literally 30 minutes in and we're in the troll era right now. Like, this is unreal, bro. Somebody said we will bring Seth in off the bench for Joe. I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen. Like I said, this team, I think we're a very deep team, but it's just the way Steve Nash's rotation is gonna be this year. It has to be on point.
But let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about Steve Nash, bro, because
I don't want to do it.
Even no, you got to, bro.
You got to.
No, you got to, because even if see, and this is the thing, we got the vibe that when we actually had a big three out there, and everybody was healthy when they were playing, we blew teams out, right? And I don't really think that had much to do with Steve Nash more than just the players and the basics that they were doing, right? It was just too unfair when it worked. And I think you have that to some degree. However, because of all the ifs and a potential injury, we're back at square one. If God forbid one of these guys goes down. Now, and that's the thing. That's why I asked, are we happier and think we have a better bench and role players than we did the last couple seasons, right? My other question to that is, did Sean Marks do enough to be able to put together guys around them that if in an event one of these guys goes down,
the ship keeps moving just how it was.
The ship going to exactly, right? Because we had a debate where the ship actually stayed in first with Kyrie out of the lineup, right? Mm-hmm. And a busted Harden at the time.
When you're talking about when it was KD and the kids?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It looks like you can slightly handle losing Kyrie even though you don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. But KD was able to keep it afloat. But once KD was out of the lineup, it didn't matter if it was Kyrie. It didn't matter if it was James Harden. It was just bad. And then you add Nash, just constantly changing everything. So that's where I'm concerned is, did we do enough to give Nash to be able to weather a storm of losing one of the star players? Are we able to maintain?
It's tough
I'll
to say,
say-
man. Go ahead.
Like,
Go ahead.
and do you
say
think
this.
he's improved?
I'm gonna say this. I'll do a bet with y'all. How much y'all want to bet we're at some point in the season we're gonna see Patty Mills with a mixture of either Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, or Cam
Oh my
Thomas.
god.
I guarantee it's
I
gonna
don't want
happen.
to see that, bro.
It's
Those
gonna
three in the
happen.
lineup in the.
I don't
wanna see
know.
that,
It's
bro.
gonna happen. It might not be the beginning. It might not even be at the near end. At some point of the season, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I don't think you understand. It's going to happen.
Somebody said Shioza and Patty backcourt is gonna be lethal.
It's going
You're
to.
gonna
it's like-
you are going to have Patty with either guard, and it's gonna be rough to watch. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's
And I
it's
don't
like-
mean, I'm sorry, Claude. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to like because last year, okay, like I'm not. This is not a victory lap by any means because I've never. But like, bro, how many times did we talk about some of this stuff here? Before I get into that, shout out to Smooth Savage 28. It was Ime Udoka and Mike D'Antoni. After they left, Steve Nash instantly turned trash.
Facts.
I don't think he already was.
Oh no, he
trash.
was. Even before they came, he wasn't that. Yeah, he
If
wasn't.
Sean
yeah.
Marks is going to keep Nash, he has to put top level assistant coaches around it.
Facts.
Exactly. And we've talked about this. I know Jay said it. Like, we probably have one of the worst coaching staffs in the league. I hope to God Igor and them like really changed
We have a video
my
assistant
perception
on
of
our
that. But
a
yes.
video assistant as a like the guys who record and record the film on practice. We have one of those guys as an assistant coach. That's how crazy it is right now. Like
Yes.
we don't even have real assistant coaches, like real guys that were put. And the thing is, there were coaches out there. Like James Borrego was out there. Who else was out there?
Appreciate the super chat, by the way, Smooth.
Vogel was out there. It's like, what? Why are we giving a video assistant a coaching job when those guys is out there? Go talk to those guys, like guys who have real experience. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and to like piggyback off this, right? Like, again, shout out to you, Smooth. Appreciate it. Like last season, where the me and AJ had many, and he hated when I would say these, like, don't tell me that, don't tell me. He didn't want to hear, and it's like there's something I learned about last season where it's like I thought I saw things that I'm like, yo, there's something not right with this team. There's something not right with the coach. When James Harden was traded, I was like, that's a wrap on our season, guys. Like, we may make it to the playoffs, but we ain't winning shit. You were still dealing like it just. I'm not like going to be negative. I don't think I'm being negative, but I'm not going to hesitate to tell you if I feel like there's a problem.
you're gonna
And
be the realist.
feel bad about it. Like,
Be
I'm
the
not
realist
gonna.
because we need somebody to be a realist here, man.
I'm not going to
And-
feel bad. And listen, I may be wrong on some of the things I say and things like that, but it's like I'm done as a Nets fan after the last 2 seasons of pretending like things are just okay just because we have Katie and Kyrie.
Yeah, no.
Like the days of that. Yeah, the days of just because you have Katie and Kyrie means you're going to win it all is bullshit.
Nope. Yeah.
Like,
there is so much
more to it. Yeah, like there is
like-
so much more to this
Mhm.
to winning it that needs to fall into place.
And
Yeah.
for what it's worth, let's really look at it this way. One of the reasons we got swept wasn't even because of our size. We never even got out rebounded like that. Think about it. Defensively, the Celtics mind boggled the Nets.
Yeah.
You can see after game 1, it wasn't even the rebounding. The defense alone have everybody checked out.
Yeah.
At
Ime
that
Udoka
point-
was like, listen, I'm gonna lock up Katie and Kyrie. Steve Nash is not gonna adjust, or he's not gonna make any other adjustments.
Yeah.
And like, if I lock these guys up, we got it. That's basically all. Ime Udoka
And didn't
was.
even Chubbs, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't even like Ime get on like after one of the games basically say, Nash, you're trash. Like,
Oh, no,
didn't he
yeah,
basically,
That was,
didn't he come out and say,
that
what did he
wasn't-
say?
That wasn't during the playoffs. That was during a regular season match.
No,
I thought it was
like,
I thought it was the
like-
playoffs too, bro.
Yeah.
He pretty
didn't
much
say he
said
was trash.
no
He was
one
like,
played.
he's like, these guys. I know their game plan. They don't got
Yeah,
nothing for
it's
my
not
game.
hard to
He's like,
figure
they don't got
out.
nothing for my game plan. He's
Like,
like, I know
that's
how these guys
sad,
coach.
bro. Like,
But
when you-
here-
yeah.
I brought up that because you have to look at it like this. As a coach, you've seen your team get pretty much dog walked like that. And it kind of seemed like there wasn't anything he can do to get guys to snap out of it. Like, think about it. Seeing your team get defended like that breaks anybody's spirit. That I don't care who you are. That breaks your spirit.
Yeah,
And it's up to the coach to kind of reel everybody back in and said, yo, you guys are where you at. You guys have accomplished what you've accomplished for a reason. And you don't let any team can play as hard as they can, but understand you guys are who you guys are. So it's kind of just like Steve Nash. I didn't feel like he didn't do any of that, but instead he just did the same rinse repeat and just put out these god awful lineups.
He kept putting Drummond out there, and I'm like, why do you keep putting Drummond out there when he was literally Kyrie was averaging more rebounds than Drummond? Like, that's how crazy it was. And Steve Nash still had Drummond out there.
Drummond should have been benched. He should have been benched. It's not.
And question to both of you: how much do you think this last meeting that took place where they all apparently kumbaya'd and came back together, right? Like, there's some people out there think that this was just a putting a quiet lid on the drama, and then he's still going to get traded, right? Some people are pushing that. I think they're going to work it out because I think he realizes that there's no other better option right now, right? Like, and it's not going to change for a little bit. Maybe in the season, if it got bad, yeah, I think you could get a better package for Kevin Durant. And I always said that, like, even this offseason, I was like, I think it's better. You would get a better package for him during the season. Just nobody wants to blow anything up right now. But if all being thought is true, that they're really tied the bow, everything's great, everybody's kumbaya, like, how much do you think a conversation took place about coaching and game plan in that meeting? Because there's no way, I just can't fathom that, like, they didn't have some sort of discussion.
Have that conversation.
Like, there had to have been, dude, because it was obvious the last two seasons. Like,
last stream, I talked about it a little bit. I was like, the Kyrie promise had to have happened like that. I like them promising Katie, like, listen, we're gonna give Kyrie's extension. He just gotta, show us a little something. I think they promised Katie, like, listen, Kyrie's gonna get that extension. Like, that had to be one of the things that settled down Katie. Then the other thing with the Nash, because Nash was in the room, so it was like,
I don't think it was disrespectful, but there had to figure out some kind of
like, bro, I feel like if maybe Katie was like, listen, I'll give you one more chance, Nash, but if it doesn't work out this season, I think you got, like, he has to go too. And I don't know if Josiah or Sean agreed with that, but I'm pretty sure that had to be put on the table, like what Katie said to them. Like, listen, I'll give Nash one more chance, but if he messes up, he's got to go. He's got to go.
Like, there had to have been some discussion of, like, we cannot go out there without a game plan. Like, all this shit that we did last season, like, we can't do that.
Yeah, there's no way.
A room full of clap
is crazy. That sounds wild. That sounds wild. A room full of clap.
But it's true. There's truth to it.
Read some comments. Shout out. Oh, Lou Bucks. Yeah, I gotta make you a mod, bro. So, he said Katie did what Kobe did when he requested a trade. Yeah, a lot of people. I think Waldron was saying that also. Like, that when Kobe did request, rest in peace, Kobe. When Kobe did request that trade, like, Kobe really wanted to bounce. You know what I'm saying? Kobe really wanted to bounce. Maybe he didn't realize, like, it pushed the organization to do better things because he did that, because they mean so much to Lakers Nation. But Kobe really wanted out, and when he did that and they said no and they fixed it, the organization listened. Though they had a really good GM back then. Like, their GM was amazing and signed Paul Gasol. They ended up winning 2 championships and he fixed the roster, but it pushed the organization to actually be like, yo, we got to do this so Kobe, to make Kobe stay, and because we believe in Kobe, So hopefully it's the same thing that happens to us, but we'll never know. We'll have to see.
So you don't. You're telling me right now. Hold on a second. I got something for you. Like, you don't want to. You don't want to see this. Oh, here it comes. Oh, you don't want that?
Oh my God.
That's what was in the meeting. Yeah.
Who said that to you?
No, I just found it, bro.
That's crazy. How do you? That's hilarious. The clap is. As soon as Katie was like, "Yeah, I'm coming back," both of them was like they was little clapping crazy.
No way.
No, I gotta save that.
Yo, shout out to William, bro. Salute, bro. Yeah, we back. We back for a little bit, bro. We're gonna be back. Like, we're literally 2 weeks away from training camp. Season's here, bro. Season's this close, so we'll be, like I said.
Yeah, there's a few things on the horizon. I think we're definitely gonna be like AJ was saying, we're definitely gonna be getting back in more. Obviously, we always do, like, the spaces thing. That's probably been more my thing than AJ's. and Chubbs, but we may have a little podcast thing in the works too. I don't know yet.
Scoop.
I don't know what we're doing yet, but we might.
New things are coming this season. We'll just say that.
Yeah,
New thing. Just be ready. Stay tuned. Like Next Kingdom, we're gonna take it to the next level.
Like people like to clown on Scoop a whole lot. Like, listen, dude, outside of Scoop, and I've had conversations with Scoop about this, like in depth. Like people really bag on him because they give him a hard time because of the Kawhi thing, right? And it really came down to it was like because he got the Kawhi thing wrong, and people just really that's all they ever bring up, right? And it's like at the end of the day, these reporters operate with certain information that they get from people, and it's like the one thing that I could say is that for a fact with Scoop, like as I've actually got to hang out with Scoop, he came to LA, we got to hang out, like and just general conversations, and it's like this man has shown me his phone with these texts with like the people that are in his like
if you guys saw
what do you call that,
and I don't even want to give like tell Scoop's bit, but if you guys saw what is in Scoop's phone, like y'all will be like,
you want his contact, his contact
like,
list,
bro. He really do got sources, bro. Like I know people say no sources, and he has no. If you guys see what is in his phone, bro, it's like, bro.
I'm not gonna dime out and say things, but like he showed me at least a couple like legit players that we probably would have enjoyed on the Nets.
Yeah.
Talking to them saying they're interested, but it really came down to if the Nets were interested, right? Like,
yeah.
So we're joking, and we were thinking about he wants to do a podcast, and we're talking about maybe doing one called No Sources.
No
sources. What Scoop would say.
He was like, he called me. He was like, we should do the 48. He said he was gonna call it 48. I was like 48.
Okay. So I gotta talk about the 48, right? And this is like the one and only time I got pissed off at Scoop, right? Like,
oh, you talking about the 48?
Yeah, because like, okay, so he went away on vacation, right? Like he was supposed to go on vacation, and then the KD shit broke with the Kyrie and everything, right? And it just like his vacation turned into something completely different. But he did have a lot of information coming from Kyrie's camp and other people that all panned out to be true. But he was fucking around with the 48 thing. And there's certain things that he was throwing out there, and he was just doing it to harass people and give people a hard time. And I bought into the 48, and then I talked to him. And he's like, "Oh no, I'm just fucking around with people." I'm like, "You motherfucker!" I was like, "So I bought into it." But what's funny is his whole 48 thing and how he played it and how he messed with people and how like the funny little things of adding up certain players but the underlying message about these guys wanting to stay together and be there and Kyrie wanting to be there and not wanting to go to LA and all this other stuff, like that shit all was true. So people got to give him his flowers, at least on the Nets. He definitely he's a good dude, man. I don't care what people say, or you can hate on the dude, but he's a genuinely good guy.
Shout out to I'm gonna use some more comments. Ricky Hernandez, Nets need a ring protector. Bring in Nikola Milutinoff. He's in the EuroLeague. Yeah, we have his rights, but he's not coming here, bro. He's not.
I'm saying there is ways we can upgrade eternally. We still have fun maker, right?
Okay, I gotta.
He's not.
Why not give him a look? I don't. He's a big that has the ability to shoot.
I mean, if we were desperate for or injury happens, yeah, but
I don't see it because I don't see what hurts giving him a shot. Upgrade eternally. He's right there.
Yeah, look at Scoop C in the chat, y'all. It's hilarious. Nikola Milutinoff. Like I said, and it's crazy when I did that video on him and it had like 40,000 views or whatever. The fact that might never see him on the Nets is crazy. Like I don't think he's coming here, y'all. Unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Scoop's phone. Yeah, Scoop. Shout out to Scoop. Scoop got the sources, bro. Like I said, me and seen firsthand. Like he got it up. He don't think it's just some guy in his computer and making up stories and stuff like that. It's not. Now with the offseason grading, I guess we did the offseason grading. Who do you guys think was? I guess let's say was outside of TJ Warren. Who's gonna be your biggest I'll put TJ Warren in there. Who's going to be your biggest X factor this season? Like, who's going to be the guy?
Yeah,
TJ. Besides the big three, that's gonna,
Yeah, no, TJ Warren.
You think it's gonna be TJ?
Saint, you're muted.
Oh,
my bad. It's like TJ Warren is definitely. I think Royce O'Neal is got a potential. I mean,
I don't
Royce
think
O'Neal,
Clax could come up, can have
dude, listen, this, you want to know my honest opinion
Clax?
about Claxton, Sharp, Cam, Kessler? I think they're all going to be very close to what they were last year.
Okay.
I think there is some improvement that they're definitely going to do. I just don't think it's going to be this massive leap that people. That's just that's where my personal. I don't think we're going to see this massive leap from those guys. I think you'll definitely see improvements, but like Royce to me is, he's primed to have a definitely huge impact.
Yeah.
Again, Joe Harris comes back from good injury. If Seth Curry's ankle is not busted, if TJ Warren can, there's a lot of low risk, high reward guys. There's a couple guys that could really do that. But who's going to have the biggest impact? Oof.
Yeah.
I feel like Royce, but
shout out to Chris. He said
I'm not expecting Bubble Warren. I'm not expecting that.
A lot of people are putting a pressure on TJ, like he has to be the guy. Besides, I know he has to be the guy, but we still don't know. We don't want to put that everything he's gonna be the Bubble TJ. He's gonna be we want him to be that, but I think we should temper our expectations a little bit.
Okay, well, we'll look at it like this, right? Let's take out 19-20, guys, the bubble season. 18-19, he averaged 18. He averaged 18, 1 and 4. He averaged 19, 1 and 5, and he averaged 14, 1 and 5. And that was his last 3 seasons with the Suns before he got traded to the Pacers. And in the 19-20 season, he damn near averaged 20, 1 and 5. And 4. And I think last year or the 2 years ago before he got injured, he only played 4 games. But in those 4 games, he averaged 15, 1 and 3. So he doesn't have to be a damn near 19 point per game guy.
No.
But if he gives us that, it's a luxury.
But I'll take 15. I'll take a 15, 14 points off the bench. I'll take that.
Not even that. A clean 12, 13 points. Decent
I'll take that off the bench.
Decent defense, good rebounding. That's all we need. We don't need anything special from TJ Warren. We don't.
Yeah. And I know people are saying Marquise. No, Marquise not going to be no X factor, y'all.
I don't think so. Let me ask you this question, because if the big three stays healthy, the great thing, and this is where these guys could definitely have more of an impact as well, is if the big three stays healthy and we do not have any drama that we've had in the last 2 seasons with injuries, the fact that these guys are not going to have to play as much as they have been playing will be huge.
That's
the energy
thing, bro.
will be,
are we gonna have a? That's the thing. Are we gonna have a system in place so if KD, Kyrie go to the bench, usually when KD and Kyrie go to the bench, everything falls apart.
Yeah,
we need KD and Kyrie to go to the bench and everything stays the same.
I think if you get a healthy Warren, I think if you get a healthy, if Royce O'Neal is playing good, I think if you get a healthy Sumner, I was hearing Jay talk about it the other day, but just even Sumner, right? If Sumner comes back and is healthy, that dude can attack. I think people are going to be very surprised at Sumner's ability on the court.
Oh yeah, he's a slasher. He's a slasher. He'll get to the rim. He had that. He kind of has that Karras kind of movement when he gets slashed to the rim, kind of get to the bucket. And he's athletic too. So
yeah.
If he can give us that Karras ability, but not shoot like Karis LeVert, I'll be happy.
Oh yeah.
If he can't, we don't want that.
Yeah, that's what we want him to do,
because that's rough. Yeah. But if he gives us everything else, I'll be fine.
The shooting, bro. The shooting on this team is there should be no reason we shouldn't be the number 1 offense, or at least top 5 offense, or the number 1 3-point shooting team. And we have if we're not the number 1 3-point shooting team and the top 5 offense, something is wrong. That's when you know it's coaching. Like something is wrong
Something
with the amount of
seriously
shooting,
wrong.
the amount of 3-point shooters and the snipers that we have is like something is up if we're not up there in those stats, bro. Like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? We have to be like you think about Joe Harris, Patty Mills, Seth Curry, KD's 40%, Kyrie 40%. Like, come on, bro. TJ Warren, like, come on, bro. Like, we gotta be up there. Somebody said, how about Alondes Williams? That's a good question.
I don't think he's ready yet. Even
I mean, he'll be around, but I doubt. I'm curious. Wait, let me ask you this though: do you think these rookies this year are going to even sniff in any comparison play that our rookies did last year?
No.
I'm beginning to think a lot of these guys. I mean, listen, if we stay healthy, there's no reason that Alondes Williams is not going to mainly be in the G League.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be mostly in the G League because it's just too much guards. We have too much guards right now.
Like barring injury, like I just can't imagine these guys are going to play. Today's rookies are going to play anything close to what these guys did last year. I can't see it.
But look at it like
DDJ. You think DDJ's not going to go back to the G League this year? You think, right?
I don't think so, but I bet you there may, depending on how it goes in camp and whatnot. Well, that's the question. Who's he going to start? Who's he going to come in over?
I think he has a chance to crack the rotation, but he has to play better than Sumner, and he has to play better than Cam.
And better
Sumner
than
is
Royce
on our
O'Neal.
depth chart.
He's going to have to play better than Royce O'Neal as well.
Yeah. But Royce, Royce is going to be like playing the three. I'm talking about just the guards he has to get over. The guards, if he wants to be, let's say he is going to be.
Yeah, but Royce can play the two. Royce can play the three. Yeah. Like it just.
Let's not sugarcoat. It's easy to jump over Patty. Like let's not sugarcoat.
But
outside of shooting and maybe like a teammate presence in terms of skill, it's not that hard.
I love Patty. I love Patty Mills, but I'm nervous that they're going to give him a huge role.
He shouldn't have to do this, bro. Like Patty should be a playoff guy. He should be a playoff guy.
Let him go to pay him more. Like how much? Like, listen, I do believe in Patty's ability. Like, if Patty can play the way Patty's supposed to, and you don't use him that much, and he just comes in for those spot moments and hits that three without having to do too much, then I'm great. Like, because Patty can do that. It's just the problem is just like Joe Harris the previous year, you were asking the man to do way too much.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that Nash has him as an integral part of the offense. I'm nervous about that.
This is a good question too. How's the Nets second unit looking? Okay, by the way, make sure you guys hit that like button, and we'll take questions now. Just put in your questions which I want to talk about.
Okay, so I do have what I think will be a more realistic
second unit.
More realistic second unit. So obviously, first unit, most websites have this projected. It's Kyrie, Joe Harris, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton. The second unit this website has is Patty Mills, Seth Curry, Royce O'Neal, Markieff Morrison, Day'Ron Sharpe. But here, you have to factor this in. There's a good chance either Kyrie or Durant is staggered into the second lineup. There's no way it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But I don't see why TJ Warren is not almost ejected into that.
Well, if you're Nash, who are you gonna do? You stagger? Let's say, who are you staggering? Do you? Well, he leaves KD. I know he leaves KD usually in the first quarter. He takes Kyrie out.
Yeah.
But do you leave Ben in the first quarter, or you stagger Ben with the second unit? Who are you gonna stagger? Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna get the most rest. Like if I'm Nash, I want to give KD the most rest.
Yeah.
Or KD and Kyrie the most rest. Like, so
well,
I'm gonna choose between Kyrie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose between Kyrie and Ben.
But they're gonna slow roll Ben, bro.
For what?
No. Dude, he's coming. Yes, but he's coming back from a back injury, bro. He hasn't played in 2 seasons. They're not just gonna go throw him out there for 38 minutes. Come on. We're talking about the Nets medical staff, bro, and we're talking about.
You're right about that.
We're talking about Steve Nash. Like they are not just going to throw dude.
Medical staff gonna have that man sit one game and out 2-3 games. You know how they do it,
I have a feeling they are going to slow roll man a little bit.
Ramp up.
Like,
Are we gonna hear that word again?
Yes.
Ramp up again.
I think there is going
I
to
refuse to hear ramp up. I refuse.
Ramp up.
I
We're
refuse.
ramping up Ben.
It's coming. It's coming.
Ramp up Ben. We're gonna ramp up Ben for a couple of games. He played 2 games in a row, but we're gonna ramp him up for his third game.
First question every day to who starts and who comes off the bench.
We just said that though. Well, for me,
but who's starting, man? What's the starting lineup, bro?
We said already. It was the big three: Joe Harris and Clax.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys fully sold on the Ben Clax? Because that's another hot debate. The Ben Clax combination.
Unless Clax
I want to see
Ben,
it. I think I'm good on it because I think.
Do you think Ben Clax is going to work?
I think if you, like I said,
and if you do, but real quick, and if you do, maybe in the chat, think of another 2 similar players to Claxton and Ben Simmons that play alongside of each other.
I think it's gonna work because of this. I think Ben is gonna. Well, first the floor is gonna be spaced because we got 3 amazing shooters already out there. But then when you have Ben and then Clax with the screen and roll, when Ben's coming downhill, like let's say Ben, this is why Clax has to like. Hopefully he improved his screening this year. When Ben comes off that screen and he's going downhill, attacking the paint, there's going to be 3 shooters all around him. But Ben, I think that will work out. But what Clax has to do
is... will get his lob partner back.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that, right? Like, I'm going to look at positive and weakness, right? The fact that they both suck at free throws, which makes me nervous. Clax will get his lob partner back.
It's not like a closing lineup. You don't want to. I don't think you really. No. Well, we have to see how it works first. I think we have to see how it works first. But I don't know if you want to close with them.
But that's the thing is I'm also trying to think in chat. Please hop in here. Is there any other team that has 2 guys that play alongside each other at the 4 and 5 that are similar to Clax and Simmons? Right. Like I definitely do see some positives, right? But there is a hell of a lot that could go wrong with that, right?
There's teams out there that play 2 centers, two big guys.
Yeah, like defensively, it's great. Like Ben throwing the ball to Clax and dunking it, good. But we know Clax is not the greatest passer.
Oh, DJ made a great point. Looney and Draymond. That's a great point.
Okay.
That's a great point. Yeah, it works for the Warriors because Clay and Steph are always moving and they have assists. Yeah, that's a great point.
Okay. What's
Looney
a system?
And Draymond.
What's a system? What's a system? What is that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about the movement because if Ben's coming off that screen, KD, Kyrie, and Joe they're gonna have to be moving or either drawing their man so Ben can have a free reign at the basket and dunk on somebody. Clax rolling just in case they come at Ben, he can throw that alley. Like, boom, there's the alley.
Oh,
right
hey,
there.
I just figured it out, Chubbs. A system is a set of things working together as parts of a mechanism or interconnecting network.
We ain't got that.
A set of principles or procedures according to which something is done. An organized framework or method.
Shout out to B. Having 2 athletic 6'11" guys isn't a bad thing. Yeah, 2 guys that can can lock up guards that are 6'11".
The defense is going to be nasty. I will the perimeter and I don't know about directly under the basket, but there is definitely going to be some decent defense there. But see, that's the thing though, Al. I wonder, but you got to understand, like, see, this is my only thing. I think the main reason why we always saw ISO ball though is because we always had somebody out.
Yeah. And
I'm pretty damn sure that if you had a healthy big 3 for like at least 40 games, we would have seen a better ball movement, potentially better system. But we were always stuck with ISO ball because everybody was either out of position or doing something that they were being asked more to do. We didn't really have anybody.
We have no offense.
Outside.
Our offense is give it to KD and let him do something with it.
And outside of Harden, who else was our facilitator? Chioza, Mike James.
Yeah.
Like we really didn't even have like Patty. Like, dude, DDJ got to play. I mean, we had nothing to keep the ball moving or even properly put people in their position.
We try to put KD at point guard a couple of games last year, and in the playoffs.
Came in. Yeah, we got Dragic, but he didn't he didn't play enough. Like
he had his knee problem.
He looked great, but he
had a whole knee brace out there dribbling.
He had a whole bionic knee out there. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to lie. When Dragic was out there, at least it looked potentially
Uniform.
decent. Yeah,
It looked
like
uniform,
it looked good, but you just didn't get
But when
enough. Of
Dragic
them.
was on the floor, we just gave the ball to KD and said, "Let's run ISO at half court."
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't enough, bro. Oh, Rage is here. I forgot. Yo, Rage was good, Brody.
Man, how was the game, man?
So
The game was good or not?
we
Yeah,
won
was the
by
game
like
good?
20.
What's up? You pancake somebody? What's up?
Bro, I don't even like. I'm a junior and they start all seniors, so I barely play.
Damn.
I get maybe 2 drives in a game. Like I barely play.
That's tough.
Did y'all win or no?
Oh my, bro, we're about 4-0 right now. We're 3rd in the state.
Oh,
In our division.
Up,
like there's
man.
Division
All
1,
right.
D2, D3. We're 3rd in our. We'll probably be up after
Yeah.
this.
That's lit. That's lit.
That's it. DJ said starting Royce over Joe. I've been seeing this as well too.
I don't think Nash is gonna do that, but
If he can shoot, I'm not saying as good as Joe, but enough to where it's not a.
Well, let me ask you this, DJ.
He's
Like, do
better-
you think
he's
defenders are
better
gonna
defend-
leave Royce open? Well, not. Well, they rather leave. Are they gonna leave Royce open? You think defenders are gonna leave Royce open? I think they're gonna leave. They'd
Well,
rather
if
leave
you
Royce
have
open
Ben-
than leave Joe open. I think defenders are gonna do that.
But if you do have the big 3 out there and Royce is running around, he's gonna get a lot of open looks.
Oh yeah, he is. But he has to knock him down. He has to knock him
In
down.
the corner, he's got to sit his ass in the corner. I've never seen him take anything
outside
besides
of
a corner shot.
But outside of shooting, Royce is overall a better player than Joe, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, outside of shooting, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I mean
Outside
with
of
Joe,
shooting.
with Joe, and then you have Ben Simmons and obviously like Clax, like you get the best of both worlds. Like your offense is going to be good, and obviously your defense is going to be looking pretty good as well. And also like when we would run ISO ball like the whole year last year, like if Ben Simmons is on the court with Kyrie Irving and KD, and Claxton's there too, you can't run ISO ball. You literally can't. Like if Simmons was there, you would not have seen ISO ball. Like you can't possibly run ISO ball with Ben Simmons on the court. What is he gonna do? What is Ben Simmons gonna possibly do off the ball when KD is just ISOing from half court? You have no shot of doing anything.
Yeah, you don't want ISO with Ben there. You want Ben with the ball in his hands and him making plays.
But who knows? Last year, maybe if we had Ben Simmons, they would have took Ben Simmons' ass out. Be like, you know what? We spread the floor for KD.
Yeah. Oh, our transition points are gonna be crazy too. Like hopefully our fast break points are gonna be up. Shout out DJ. I saw that. He said they left Joe open in the playoff.
Yeah. So
Joe not doing that in the regular season, bro. You know they're not
that's
leaving.
crazy because that was actually like that was back in 2020, 21. Like,
yeah,
no one would ever let that go. That's
shout out to Donna real quick. Appreciate you.
Oh, Donna's back. What's up, Donna? Hey,
what's up, Donna?
Joe, with the Joe thing, I know we all have the playoff Joe is still yet to be, figured out, but regular season Joe, he's literally been 48% from 3. Like he's knocked down, bro. They're not leaving Joe open regular season, I don't think.
That, bro, 3 no matter if we win a championship or not, people will never fail to mention what happened 3 years ago.
Oh, with Joe?
Yes.
I told you the only way
it wasn't
he
a
can redeem
meltdown.
himself is he's got to go off in one of those series. He's got to.
I'm just saying. Look at that. Let's be honest. Look at
why do you got to put that up there though? Look at Bruce. He
I'm
actually thought he made it.
I'm being honest.
Little did Bruce know. Little did Bruce know. He thought he
Just
made it.
look at this picture. Look at this picture.
Bruce.
Look at it. Look at it.
That broke his neck.
Look at the picture, man. Look at it, bro.
Bruce got completely burned. I'm not gonna lie. So did everybody else.
Yo, that's.
I had to find it.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Like I was happy before I
know DJ's happy. I know DJ's happy.
Bro.
Yeah, don't play Joe. He sucks.
Stop PTSD.
Yo, though, yes, that's not what I want, bro. That's not what I want. But like I said,
Scoop C said he would have made that shot.
Scoop
C, yo, I can't with Scoop C. Nah, they're not gonna leave Joe open, bro. Not during the regular season.
I would have made
playoffs is a different story. Playoffs.
That's what I was saying.
What's a bummer though is that before Joe went down with the ankle, like he was starting to do so much better, and you could tell that he have been working on his game, and it just
Before the ankle, it was trending upwards. He was trending upwards.
Yeah. You know what I'm excited about too? This coming up off season this season is that we're gonna get to see stuff like this again.
Oh,
like we're gonna get to see stuff like that.
Hopefully we
We're
don't.
gonna get Chubbs at a Mets game.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite of Chubbs.
Oh, the
Chubbs is
frisbee.
Chubbs playing
athletic with
frisbee
it.
golf.
Frisbee
He's
game is
athletic with
different,
it. He's
bro.
a multi-sport
And
athlete.
then Chubbs chilling in the hot tub.
That's hilarious.
Somebody said Joe Harris folded in that
I
moment.
can't wait to start doing that shit again.
In that moment, he folded. Oh yeah. In that moment.
In that moment,
Yeah, not
In
the
that
whole
moment.
series. Not the whole series. In
It was
that
at this moment Joe Harris effed up.
Joe Harris knew he had fucked up.
It was at this moment.
I like his response though, is that like when he like at least he acknowledged all the shit people were talking, and he's like, dude, nobody gave it to me worse than my mom and my sister did. Like, imagine that, bro. Like your mom and your sister just bagging on you
Oh,
for
yeah,
missing
no.
all
You
those
see, you know what
shots.
Joe should have just said? He should have just said "F everybody." I don't care.
Yeah.
Just say that.
Yeah.
That'll get the people on your side, Joe.
Shout out DJ said I want impactful versatile. Yeah, me too, bro. I want versatile players out there too. I'm not, like I said, I just think it's not my decision. I want Joe out there, but I'm saying like I don't think Steve Nash is gonna like sit Joe and start Royce. I think Joe's gonna start
I think
like he's gonna wait to see what happens.
I mean, but bro, maybe, but let's be honest.
Mhm.
Because of that meeting, I feel like anything is open.
Mm.
Like I really like honestly that, which is why I said when I first got in here was like I am really taking a step back and like placing judgment. Like I can give you my thoughts and expectations or like what I think this player, how this, but like I think it's up for grabs. Like if you look at the way that they've signed guys without the guarantees, they've set up training camp as like yo, what do you got? Like that to me, it looks like it's going to be a scrap in training camp. It looks like people are going to be fighting for starting jobs. I mean, I don't care what you say. You still have Joe Harris coming off 2 ankle surgeries?
Yeah. Still,
they say he's going to be 100% ready to go.
Well, they said recently his agent just said he's 5-on-5. He's feeling great. He's playing 5-on-5.
But that doesn't sound like a lock to
100%. Remember?
I mean, outside of because he's correct. Like he's just 100% right.
I'll say this. I'll say this to DJ.
Like he has to say that to save his ass or anything.
But outside of the big three and maybe Clax, like I don't think that spot is a lock for Joe Harris. I don't think.
Are we gonna do anything with this open training camp spot or what?
Yeah, well, allegedly we have only one more. It says that I think we have 19. There's 20-man full.
Why did we bring in Alondas Williams? What do we see out of him?
That's what I'm still trying to figure out.
I think it's Donovan Williams.
Donovan Williams. Yeah, he's
on Exhibit 10 though.
But he's another wing, right?
Yeah.
I wish I had saw more of him in summer league, but he is a guy that if developed correctly it could be really nice for us because he has the athleticism, he has the length, he has he does have an ability to get to the basket. It's just putting it together. Like I think you're going to see him in.
I'd rather him develop in G League. Yeah, I'd rather him develop in G League.
Yeah.
I'll say this about Joe, then I'll move on when I talk about DDJ. I think with I trust Joe more I trust Joe shooting more than I do Royce. And I think people are going to talk about the defense. With Royce is obviously the better defender, but I think with Ben and Clax out there, you can hide Joe a little bit more. Like the defense of Joe won't hit us crazy because Ben and Clax are out there. Mm-hmm. So I think, like I said, if I'm a team and I'm double teaming Kyrie or I'm double teaming KD, and Ben passes it to Joe in the corner, I'm more comfortable with Joe shooting that open shot. Royce
and then even if we have Joe in the lineup, I promise to everybody, we've had worse defensive lineups out there. So, I mean,
I know Joe's not that great of a defender, but I think, like I said, with Ben and Clax out there, I don't think it's going to be like, whoa,
we're not going to be number 30 because we have Joe Harris out there on defense.
Yeah. I don't think it will hurt us as much. You know what I'm saying? And Royce is still going to, come right off the bench and be in too. So. But we'll see. We'll see what Steve Nash does. This is always Steve. We'll see what Steve Nash does, man.
You know what the good thing is, since we got in the beginning of the season, that's the time to experiment. And even preseason, you can see what these guys got.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like the start of the season is very strong and it's very important. Because let's be honest. Yes, KD rescinded that trade request, but what's to say a bad start cannot have all of what we were talking about in these beginning months come back at the deadline. If we survive the deadline, in my opinion, that's good enough because there's a good chance we fuck around and have a sub 500 record by deadline, and then everything we've been going through, all the trash ass offers, everything else will come right back to where we are. So the start of the season is so much more important than people realize. Off the strength,
especially in the East. In the East, oh my god.
Yeah,
but I guess my point is just this: like, you can experiment with like deciding with like Royce O'Neal and Joe Harris. Like, if you're not gonna lose 10 games because you were experimenting with those two in the starting lineup. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's different if you completely change the lineup around. But I mean, there's really only 2 lineups you can really go with this.
Two things real quick. Shout out to Amy Parker. There's a compilation of misses, bro. If we would have at least made some of those 3, we would.
Oh, you talking about Joe? Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I trust Joe more in regular. I don't trust Joe in the playoffs. Y'all know I don't trust Joe. I'm talking about regular season wise, the Royce and Joe thing. I trust Joe more in the regular season with the Royce thing than I do. I'm not saying I trust playoff Joe yet. I don't trust playoff Joe.
This will be interesting. Thoughts through, and will they listen to the new offensive coach, and who is the defensive coach? I'm interested to see, and that's why we, when we talk about all this stuff, and I always circle back to the coaches, it's like, bro, like it really makes me wonder too, like, are they going to listen to Igor? Now, I think Igor has been around enough. He has enough under his belt that people know who he is, at least player wise. But will they listen to what game? Because I really think he is going to be the architect of the offensive game plan. Defensively, I don't know. But
it's honestly, if he fails us, it's going to be bad out there, bro. If Igor fails us, because we have our coaching is not good. Igor has to come through. Igor has to
give Igor the whole system.
Yeah,
if he doesn't come through for us, it's not gonna be good, bro. Like, it's gonna be back to ISO gang. Like,
how do you even like, if you have Ben Simmons on the court, how does it even come to your mind to be like, let's ISO, that will work? How does that even come to your mind?
No idea. Like, I just know Igor cannot fail us, bro. If he fails us, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
at the end of the day, I still don't know. Like, the one thing I worry about, and not even worry about, the one thing that Ben Simmons kind of struggles with is what he's doing off ball. Like, he doesn't really do anything off ball. So if you put him in an ISO situation, like if you're ISOing with KD or Kyrie,
wait, is Brian? Is he with the Nets? Yeah. Brian Keefe. Is he our defensive guy? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if he's our defense. He's on a staff, but I don't know if he's a defensive guy. I really don't know who's our defensive coach, bro. Like I said, we promoted a video assistant to assistant coach. Like, that's how crazy it is. And then we have promoted the Long Island Nets head coach from last year. He's on the team. He's a head,
I couldn't even name you 4 coaches. I couldn't do
Cape Horn.
Yeah, Cap Horn.
Oh, what's his name? Hendry. Oh, honestly, it's just a bunch of
Tiago. Don't forget Tiago Splitter. Who
shout out Tiago. Yo, Tiago. Shout out to you. He follows me on Twitter.
Shout out to Tiago.
With all due respect, Tiago, he plays an elite role in that coaching. Like, man, we just, what are we gonna do without Tiago Splitter?
If you're watching this, man, make sure Dayron and Clax are right this season. Like,
I'm just kidding. I love you, Tiago. I love you.
Get them post moves ready.
You make or break this team.
So. Tiago makes it break.
You make or break this.
Tiago Splitter, dude.
It's all on Tiago. If Tiago kills, it's all.
Yo, the Nets lose their first 10 games. It's Tiago Splitter's fault.
Tiago.
It's like I remember, like, I don't like, okay, it's just weird. I am not a fan of Mike D'Antoni only because his style of basketball has never won anything, right? Like, if you check his resume, he always misses. But I have to say I miss him in comparison to what we've been dealing with.
Someone's food finished or what?
Yeah, what was that?
What was that bell? I don't even know what that bell was.
Who was that bell? Was that?
That's the good point bell. We got the good point bell.
Right? Like, I don't like him as a coach because his style, like, just never worked. But he was probably the better offensive guy we ever, outside of Ime Udoka. Like,
Ime Udoka and Mike D'Antoni. Yo, that year they was on our staff, our offense was just beautiful, yo. It was amazing. The way
our offense was good, but too bad. That was like that wasn't even like a really great team that we put together. I mean, like, we had Harden and we had KD and we had,
imagine they had this team. If they had this team,
bro, we played like 7 people.
But bro, we
Seven
were
game
still
7.
heavy iso ball too, though. Then,
If
bro.
Ime and D'Antoni
But we had a
this
historic
team,
offense.
it
That's
would
the
be
difference.
crazy. Yeah,
We had ISO ball, but you can't. That offense was historic. The numbers backed it up too.
Imagine
yeah.
good offensive
Historic.
coaches with the team that we have now. Like, imagine a coach that's able to use Ben Simmons. It's over. It's over. If we had a coach that could use Ben Simmons, and we can continue to it'll work every game. It's not even difficult. I don't. You just don't put him off ball. It's not even difficult.
Yeah, it's like I said, Igor got to come up with something, bro. He's got to come up with something.
It's also not rocket science. Just anything but iso ball will kind of help us.
Yeah.
Anything but that.
There in the corner. Yeah. There's something. Ask y'all questions. Type in @Saint. Ask y'all questions. I don't know if we're gonna be here for this much. I don't know if we're gonna make this a 3-hour.
No, I know I can't.
Yeah, we're not trying to make this a 3-hour.
I got to be up at 3:00 in the morning. So
I'm not gonna lie. Saint does sound like he's trying to go 3 hours. I can't lie.
No. Hey, dude,
he sounds excited. He wants to go 3 hours.
This was D'Antoni trying to explain offensive moves to Nash the first year.
Yo, Nash would have that reaction too,
she's like, "Oh my god, Nash, come on, this is easy. What the fuck?"
There's always listen, this is how the offense is supposed to be. Nash. I know already. Let me just clap and do it.
He's like, "Oh my god, Nash."
D'Antoni taught him, but he kind of just forgot. He just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he's I know already. Come on.
Is this considered a drama-free season? Oof. I don't know, man. I mean, okay, so okay. Does it okay? So
we won't know though. We won't know until it happens.
Well, but I will tell you this though. Okay, if you were paying attention to Twitter the other day or Instagram, Kyrie was tweeting out a bunch of stuff about colonialism and different shit that was actually legit. But then he posts a thing about that had to do with that Alex Jones guy who's a complete fucking lunatic. And I saw Twitter, right? And this is not even I'm not bagging Kyrie, right? I would never promote Alex Jones, and who knows if he knows completely how loony that guy is. But the language that I saw people use, trying to create, they were trying to create this narrative that the season was going to be terrible because of something. There was already people trying to create toxic, negative language around Kyrie before the season even started, just because he had posted a clip of this person. And it's I think if there's going to be drama, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of drama from within the team, because I don't think you sit down and have that whole thing and announce it the way you did without really working things out. And I said this also at the beginning of the offseason when all the drama started, is I don't think what was being reported was as bad as it actually was. I think a lot of what Twitter reporters, people that are not close to the situation, were reporting stuff that wasn't even fully true. So I'm not completely sold that
people don't understand we're the most hated team in probably the NBA.
I'm not buying the
they're
whole.
They're gonna reach for any little thing to cause drama with us. They're gonna reach, the news is gonna reach, Undisputed, First Take, all these ESPN sports, all of them. They're gonna reach for any little thing that Kyrie or Katie do. It's gonna be a drama thing. It's gonna be a headline.
The question will be to his thing is, if something is not working, whether it's the coach, whether it's a certain player, if they don't handle it the right way, it has a potential to get dramatic, right? If you say we get into the season, it starts, but it's clear as day, Kyrie, the team, not Kyrie, but the players are just not vibing with Nash and it looks bad. And the players are we're done here. And you see Sean Marks man, I'm not letting him go. I'm not doing it. Right? Say he doesn't let him go and he doesn't move on from it. I could see some drama starting, but there has to be some level of balance between the front office and the players and the coaching staff. If that's off, I think drama could start again. Now, the only thing you can't account for is outside drama, right? Like, I don't foresee another freaking COVID thing, right? But like, if something, this has got to be a year for Kyrie where he's literally got to leave it all out on the floor. Like, he cannot be distracted by anything, right? Like, if something's going on outside of basketball, you've got to be able to keep it there. Like, you are fighting for a max contract. Like, he has to know that if he wants to get a big contract from somebody, he has got to be there.
Yeah. This is his last, maybe one of his last chances to get like big money, because
he can't let anything on the outside affect his playing. Like,
I don't know if he's gonna get another big contract like this again in his career. I know he just turned 30 and he has time, but
if he wants one from the Nets, he's gonna have to ball out, bro.
Yeah,
if he wants to stay with the Brooklyn Nets, he's gonna have to. But
even for if he doesn't, like, the NBA, it's like he has to prove to the NBA, like other teams.
Yeah, but I think other teams, though, AJ, would give him a max.
Would give him a max?
I think they would. I think there's other teams that would get, like, I think if he became a free agent, the Lakers would easily give him a max no matter what. I really do. Like, but
what about besides the Lakers, though? Like, you think any other team out there would give him a max?
I think there's other teams that would.
I don't think there's another championship team outside of the Lakers that will give him a max. I just don't. I just don't. Like, yes, he got a 50, 40, 90 career. I mean, season last, like, 2 seasons ago. Yes, he's incredibly skilled. But him missing games mattered. If that didn't matter, he'd already be extended. We wouldn't even have to be talking about this. It's not rocket science to think that, while you are talented, we can't just say him not sitting out games was not a problem.
No, but that was the uncomfortable conversations that nobody wanted to have last year, and it wasn't like, like, now that it's all said and done and looking back, the reality was, it's like, you can respect Kyrie and his situation and what he did, right? Like, you can respect it, his choice. But at the end of the day, you cannot sit there and say that him choosing to do that didn't drastically hurt and destroy the team. And you just can't afford another year where something stands in the way of him being there, right? Like, granted, things have changed, thank God, and New York's not like all crazy with their crap that they're pulling, but it's like, you cannot have a successful season if anything gets in the way. And I there's no way that he doesn't see that. Like, he has to know he's got to, like, if he especially because, I mean, dude, he does not want to leave Brooklyn. He wants to retire a Net. And there's no way, like, and that's why, like, I didn't think, like, even when it came to the contract discussion, he was willing to take something less than a max, but both the team and him had a line in what they were willing to do. And he's got to this year. I mean, I think as long as Kyrie doesn't bring anything from the outside into the game, you're drama free there. I don't expect drama from Kevin Durant unless it's, like, so terrible with the front office and the coaching staff. I mean, I don't see any drama from anywhere else. I mean, do we expect any drama from Ben Simmons?
I don't think so.
Literally,
I think Ben
no.
will be okay. Besides, like, injury thing, I think he'll be okay.
The only thing drama Ben has done last year before the playoffs, obviously, was just talk shit and say, "Oh yeah, I should win that Defensive Player of the Year award."
Yeah. Honestly, Ben is
of that. It was really the playoffs, and if anything,
he's been on point. It's besides the sitting out year, like, every year he's been, like, there for work and on ready to go. Like,
there was really no, like, yo, this guy's toxic. He just makes the locker room toxic. And if you really look back at with the playoffs last year, Doc Rivers openly said, I think Ben Simmons is the problem, and we might need a change. Openly said. He basically threw Ben Simmons under the bus. It was crazy. But while Ben does, you do have to put accountability on Ben Simmons with that. You also have to look at Doc Rivers, and it's like, yo, he holds responsibility to that too. So it's not like We have total cancers on this team. We do have guys that, let's be honest, are not the. I feel like an asshole for saying this. They don't make the best decisions where the media. They don't make the best decisions.
Yeah, we got all the media,
Yeah.
all the players that the media loves to attack or love to put on the limelight are on our team. Like Ben, KD, Kyrie. Like the media loves to play games with them. Yeah,
Let's be honest.
love it,
Kyrie sharing Alex Jones. What is he thinking?
that shouldn't have been number one trending in the world though. Like they gassed that up, bro. They really gassed it up. I know,
Alex
like
Jones.
they should have gassed it up though, because players post a lot of crazy stuff though, bro.
But bro, Alex Jones, bro.
I didn't really know who Alex was.
Well,
I'm not gonna
okay, yeah.
Until Saints told me.
Let
Saints
me-
told
let
me
me-
who he was.
Let me
Okay.
put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst Kyrie could have done was share something Rush Limbaugh said. That's how bad.
Okay, but
That's
let
kind of
me
how bad it is.
but let me add something to it, Chubbs. Right? If you
Yeah.
actually listen to what see that, and this is the thing, and this is that what people do today. Listen, there are people out there that are piles of shit.
Yeah.
Right. But
No
every
doubt.
once in a while, they do say something that is true. Okay. I people look at me a certain way or think of me of a certain way, and sometimes
Hopefully
I'm
not a
wrong.
piece
They
of
don't
shit.
like me, but sometimes I say shit that is true. And so and I think, and to speculate how much we think Kyrie knew who he was and what he's completely about and all the things he said. I mean, unless Kyrie admits that, it's a guess. But if you look at actually what Alex Jones said in that video, there is a level of truth to what he said. So I understand, like, I'm not defending Kyrie. Like, let's put it this way. If Kyrie knows exactly who Alex Jones is, then he brought that on himself. Like me personally, like I've heard things that Alex Jones has said over the years, and some of it's been true and on the money, but what he, by and large, 90% of what he says is all bullshit. The Sandy Hook, that there's lizard people, that there's like, I mean, the dude is just like wrought with just nasty and disgusting things. Like 90% of the shit the guy says is just all wrong and foul. Now, if Kyrie knew about him and still put it out, that's on Kyrie. But
Saint,
to go to the length though to make Kyrie a bad person because of it, I thought was kind of like, I got in an argument with somebody on Twitter about it today, and he like put this tweet out about how his values were higher and he was this and he was that and blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, bro, like Kyrie tweeted something or whatever, put it out on Instagram, and because it's somebody that is a hated person. Now that gives you free reign to say Kyrie is trash, he's garbage, he's a horrible person, he's going to cost the Nets this season, he's going to be full of drama. Like Sean Marks, look at this, you need to get rid of him because he doesn't help the cult. Like all off of like an Instagram post, regardless of who it is of.
And this is
like,
my
you
problem.
can't go that far. Like that's ridiculous.
I'll agree with you because look at this. People go hard on Kyrie for that. They were as quiet as church mice with the Robert Sarver situation.
Thank you.
That's what kills me. If you want to hold people accountable, do it all the way. Kyrie did something. Yeah. Kyrie was stupid for sharing that Alex Jones thing. Because let's be honest. Yeah, he might know what he is. But let's be honest. Kyrie has beliefs that are very on the side of him borderline being a hotep damn near. So for you to not know, a hotep, that might sound like, that might sound a little extreme, but he is on the.
He has a very different way of thinking than a lot of people.
So you can't say you don't know who Alex Jones is and then share something like that. It's just.
Oh no, I'm not condoning it. I'm just not like what people are trying to make of that is a little over the top.
Yeah, but
that's where I'm at. It's like, hey, you kind of stepped in it, Kyrie, by posting that, but at the same time, I'm not going to do what the nasty shit people are doing, especially people that were completely silent about the Sarver thing, right? And then let's also bring in another aspect of, you look at like Brett Favre and like all these other white like sports figures that are top of the line. And they're doing some like serious vile shit, stealing money from the poor, like lying about,
that was
like
disgusting.
you look at Kyrie and him at least being upfront and saying, hey, I'm not getting it. But then you had Aaron Rodgers out there straight lie and say, "Oh yeah, I got it," and then come back and nobody bats an eye.
Aaron Rodgers deadass just say, "I'm perked up 90% of the time I play," and nobody says anything.
And nobody batted it up. He's like, "I'm basically a junkie on the football field."
He's literally perked out. He is on Percocets playing.
Yeah.
Nobody says anything. But like,
to me, the Kyrie thing was normal because I was like, Kyrie, if you guys go look at Kyrie's story right now, he always posts like a ton of conspiracy stuff, but nobody says anything. Like, but as soon as Alex Jones' name came up, everybody was like, "Whoa!" Like, but go through Kyrie's story right now. Like, it's all he does this every day, almost every day.
But somebody said that, but this is drama. Okay, yeah, it's drama. But and Kyrie tweeted, like, posted.
It's not drama to me though.
But how? But has people's reactions made it more dramatic than actually Kyrie Irving? That's my question.
Yeah.
People are making it a bigger dramatic situation than it really is.
Because I could care less if Kyrie posts all that.
Nobody's gonna care about this in a week. I guarantee you.
Until the next random thing.
But let me get this off because this is where I see the hypocrisy of it all. People will go on Kyrie, say, "Oh my God, how can you share something from Alex Jones?" And this is my opinion. This doesn't reflect AJ or Saint or Rage. When nobody is holding Chris Paul accountable, when you're the president of the players union, that's a good majority of black players, and you're not even doing anything about it with Robert Sarver. You kind of just basically said, "Yeah, we don't stand for this," and kind of just stepped to the side, and nobody's saying anything about it.
Well, I don't know.
That's just how I kind of see everything. That's how I see everything.
But I meant to like put this message out there when it came to the Sarver thing. I think the NBA Silver definitely bitched up and way too light. But I also meant what I meant to say. What I meant to say with this was, and you saw it automatically. You've now seen players, you've now seen owners, and you've now seen advertisers basically all say, "Yo, if dude ain't gone, we're out." And that is essentially going to be like Adam Silver did say this. He goes, "Yeah, this may seem this way." He's like, "But dude is about to embark on a really horrible campaign of he's literally going to be pushed out." Like Sarver will sell his shares. Like he is probably done unless he's like a real stubborn SOB. He's probably done, and he
Adam
probably
Silver
will
sell
his.
He didn't say anything yet, though. I mean,
No. Well, I'm just saying. Adam Silver came out the other day and said his bullshit excuse about how there wasn't the rules are different for an employee versus an owner. They have different protections. all that horse shit. Right?
That's the ridiculous part.
Yeah, that shit was
there's an unfair punishary system.
But the one thing he did say that was true was, "Yo, this guy's about to get just lambasted," and he is. And now you've had a minority owner come out and say, "Yo, it's time to resign." You've now had PayPal, which is a huge. Go look at how much money they made last year, right?
They make bank,
and they've already said, "Hey, we're out if he's still the owner of the team." So the fallout from this, thank God, is probably players, fans, and advertisers are gonna push this guy out of ownership. Not sure when, but I think it's gonna get so bad that let's not forget there is a level CEOs, board of. It's not like he still, even as an owner, does answer to a board as well. Like they're gonna not let him tank their worth, right? And it may. Who knows? Maybe it makes players on that team be like, "Yo, we want out." So there is a large part of this that I think eventually will get Sarver out, thank God. But to your point, the fact that, people's reactions are completely different to somebody saying and doing by far worse than Kyrie posting a Alex Jones video, right? That's all he did. Yeah. That's all he did.
It was like a repost.
And this guy's hitting on dudes, being sexist to girls. He's saying racist shit. He's doing foul, vile shit. And more people are concerned about Kyrie Irving.
And let this be known, we're not giving Kyrie a pass here. But we're establishing, if you're going to hold one guy accountable,
keep the same energy.
And keep the same energy.
Yeah, that's all I say.
And it's arguable Robert Sarver has been doing this way longer. Kyrie Irving ain't say nothing racist. Kyrie Irving probably never hit on his girl. Probably don't even look like he'll fight if given the chance. He looks like the most least threatening guy, but Robert Sarver's been doing this for years.
Kyrie is Gandhi.
Years.
What are you talking about?
Oh wait, that's only when Stephen A shows up. That's only when Stephen A shows up. That's the only time Kyrie fights like that.
Oh,
No, but
speaking of Stephen
the
A.
thing is, oh, so you gotta.
Go ahead,
No,
Ray.
Rage, go for it. No, I was just gonna say.
Literally
speaking
in
of Stephen A.
every
Smith,
sport, it's always the players that get held accountable, but the owners never do.
That's a fact.
That's why the Players Association needs to get on top of their shit.
That's why I'm looking at Chris Paul crazy, because not only are you the damn near the president for the players union, you're the oldest person in that organization. You're the most experienced veteran in that organization. So you just standing there, just putting a little BS tweet out. Like, let's be realistic. If we were in any other situation, Chris Paul should say, "Yo, I'm not playing until he's gone." Like, let's logically think about it. You're the president of the players union. You're basically the leader of the team, and you're the oldest. You're the most experienced. So what message are you sending? Well, all you do is put out a BS tweet and still go suit up for the dude this year.
My question though is, he was part of the silver thing, and now he's part of this. I wonder how much he's also going, yeah, I don't want to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, this is now the second owner he's had to deal with that's gotten exposed for some racist shit. But shout out to Mikey Alamo. Do y'all think KD's grateful he didn't go to Phoenix now? That was a good point. That was a good point though too. Like, that news about Sarver was out and he was wanting to go there.
That's another question weird. I'm looking forward to on media day.
Why do I low-key feel like KD would not care at all?
I'm trying to figure it out. Was it KD that wanted to go to Suns, or was that Sean Marks putting that out there? Like I'm trying to figure out.
Well, it was never denied. I'm curious. What I'm hoping the Nets do really well this year, and at some point we get some interviews from KD with his with Eddie. And I hope he talks on some of this. Like, I hope that I can't wait for the,
something has to be explained either during media day or a podcast.
I think there's going to be some shit that comes out, because I do believe it. I think there was a lot of people that were saying that a lot of the news and stuff that's going around about Kyrie, about KD, a lot of the stuff was kind of bullshit. Yeah. Some of it had truth, but a lot of it wasn't legit.
Yeah,
but we'll see. I don't know. I mean,
I'm saying I'm waiting for some type of clarification in media day or something like.
Yeah, there's a lot of organizations.
That is
media day is gonna be entertaining as hell.
Yeah,
media day. Yeah,
it's the Lakers, the Suns, and the Nets. I'm glued to all of them.
Media day for the Nets is gonna be. But are we gonna
CNN's gonna be there?
But are we gonna get the same thing we got from Kyrie last media day? Didn't answer shit.
Oh,
or
yeah,
is he going to address it, or is he going to?
I think KD will. I think KD would probably pull a Kyrie from. Remember, Kyrie didn't show up last year. I think KD's going to do that. He probably should not.
Yeah, but there was. We all know why Kyrie couldn't show up last year. There was a reason. You know?
No, I'm saying.
At least Kyrie will actually be able to get basketball questions this year.
Media day, Kyrie
you already know that's not going to happen, dude.
You don't think Kyrie's going to get basketball questions,
dude? You damn well know that a handful of those questions to KD and Kyrie.
They're still going to ask Kyrie about the vaccine.
The only thing they're going to be basketball related is of like, what happened with the contract? Did you want to leave?
Yeah,
KD's going to get hammered. Yeah, you already know there's a couple of Nick Friedel, like a couple of those idiots that are going to ask like just the foulest questions, or they're going to.
It's so real. I be looking after the game. I be looking for basketball questions, and they'll never ask what happened in the game. It's always like, well, KD, what did you feel about going?
And shout out to Al Mack. Westbrook's going to get a gang of questions if he's still with the Lakers.
Do y'all think he's traded at all in these 2 weeks?
I don't know, bro. I think he's a hard dude. He's a hard sell, man.
There's
no way you.
I'm saying Westbrook. Yes, he's not the most talented guy anymore. There's a clear decline in his abilities, or the fit with the Lakers never fit.
He's ass.
But let's be honest, he's still a blockbuster name. Like, he still has that blockbuster ability. Like, if his name goes on it's still gonna. No, but he's still a blockbuster name. So to work out a Westbrook trade, you have 2 weeks to do so. It's like,
let me ask you a question. If Westbrook got traded and got bought out,
no.
He said no.
No.
Would you take him as a buyout?
No.
You know what I would do? Take his ass on a vet minimum deal and just run around the bench and just hype up everybody.
Let's look at Westbrook's.
We could use him on the bench more than we could use him on the court, to be honest.
But let me ask you this: if he came off the bench and he was a buyout, and okay, so he averaged 18 points in 34 minutes. He averaged 18 points.
Yo, why
what was his field goal
seven assists.
What was his field goal percent?
He had 1 steal. He averaged 44 from.
What was his 3-point percent?
He added 29.8 from 3.
That's exactly what I thought I'd hear too. Good shit.
He averaged, but
his corner 3 is his best shot.
Seven and a half rebounds. I'm just saying.
But the thing is, you can't possibly talk to someone about Russell Westbrook. Be like, yo, you can't. I know he shot 29% from 3, but his corner 3-point shot though.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, he's elite at that.
Even Jay from BK said he would take this. Russell on a vet minimum, y'all. Like I'm just saying.
Okay, but why? Why would you take him on a vet minimum?
Jay gonna come in here.
Look, I don't think you understand. Russell Westbrook on the bench. If you put Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons on the court together, my God, that's number one. Number two. Let me get this.
Wait, what? DJ said
you would take him, right? DJ, are you talking about? Would you take Russ as a backup point guard?
Good Jesus.
Do a poll, AJ, and then we'll start to get out of here. Do a poll to end this.
I'll do a poll to end.
Would you
this.
take
We're just
Russ
talking about
as
anything because that is the most unrealistic thing of all time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
If he was bought out and would come here,
hopefully people don't watch the end of this stream though.
There's no shot.
Please hit the like button, y'all, because it's still 200 likes.
There's a literal 3-minute compilation of him specifically hitting the top of the backboard. Specifically hitting the top. Not even a miss.
Chubbs.
Okay.
Yo, Chubbs.
So you would rather have.
You're forgetting something. His corner 3.
And Katie hates
it.
But would you rather have Chioza?
You're forgetting about his corner 3-point.
You want to know why? What does Chioza have, but Russ doesn't?
Dude,
bro, I don't care. I don't know. You can. I don't want to hear about the 29% from 3, but his corner 3. That's all that matters.
I'm telling you, you'd rather have Chioza over Westbrook off the bench.
I only want Westbrook because of his corner 3-point shot.
This is a big thing too. If Russ comes here,
Brittany Griner,
we're gonna get Russell Westbrook stands. And if y'all thought the Harden stands were bad, good God. Yo, the Westbrook.
Where's my poll, AJ? Where is my poll?
I'll put it up right now.
Russ stands are so bad. You want Harden back. You want Real World back over the Russ stands. They're so bad.
The poll is up. Vote because I asked a ridiculous question.
He thinks it's not even realistic. It's not even close.
People are gonna choose yes, bro. I'm telling you.
He's gonna put that's some like Blake Griffin type shit.
Yeah, I don't think they're cool. I don't know if they're. I mean, they might be cool though. I don't know.
About Katie and Westbrook. Oh my gosh.
I will say this about. I would be more concerned about Russ's attitude than I actually would be his play. Because I still don't think he thinks he needs to change his game at all, and I still think he thinks he's a starter, like he should be a starter, like a main option.
That corner 3 proves why he should be a starter. To be honest.
DJ said, last year." Yo, DJ is right though. He said last year he was killing Ben Simmons for Patty Mills.
I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. Remember, let's go back in time, and I'm gonna find that stream where I brought up in the middle of the stream, and I think Chubbs, you even are. I don't know if you were with me on this, Chubbs.
Nah, I was here. Patty Mills for Ben Simmons.
And then y'all in the chat were like, "I would never trade Patty Mills for Ben Simmons," and look at us now.
How good was Patty Mills playing?
For what it's worth.
She said stop manifesting. That's a Rodney.
Yeah.
Stop manifesting.
Bro, I manifested that. Exactly.
I feel like Saint really wants Russell Westbrook on this
team. Don't manifest Russ. I don't want Russ on my team.
Don't even let him near Atlantic Avenue. Don't
I
let him
don't-
hear
he's
I'm
not
any
not
even
here.
saying-
No.
I'm not saying I want him, but I'm
You
just
saying you
saying
want.
I think it's ludicrous that if Russell Westbrook was there as a vet minimum, and your choice
Okay, but
was
why
your
would
choice
anyone
was
not? Why
like
would anyone not take that?
Chioza, like, but that's my point. I'm just saying, even Jay agreed with it. He brought it up in a spaces as well, where it's like, yo, if Westbrook wanted to come here on a vet minimum, and you looked at what we had last year and the other issues we dealt with, that's a no-brainer. Doesn't mean I want him being an integral part of
I
our
would
starting
sign
lineup.
Julian Newman over Westbrook.
Julian Newman? Who the fuck is Julian
Who is
Newman?
that?
I'm not gonna lie,
I'm gonna look
AJ.
it up.
He's still in high school. He's just still
Is
in
that
high
Julian?
school. He's
Is
a
that our
7th-year
Julian?
high school player? Huh?
I was gonna say, is that our Julian Newman? No.
Who the fuck is
Nah, Julian Newman. Okay, y'all know. Y'all don't know Julian Newman? Oh man,
I don't really pay much attention to
That man
high
is
he
still in
old?
high school. He thinks he still has a shot at the league. He does
Does
not.
he,
Yeah, I
has
don't
he
want
even
Russ on my team.
graduated
I'm
high
sorry.
school, bro?
Yes.
Somebody said
somehow.
Katie's gonna ask for a second trade request.
Katie is
Julian
gonna
Newman
ransack the
is
entire net
5'7",
front
140
office.
pounds.
Oh my god.
Julian
I'm
Newman is 5'7", y'all. He's like Chioza's little brother.
He is Chioza.
Is it?
Oh my god.
No, it is him.
We have
Holy
we
hell.
have Julian Newman on our team already. Why would we get a second one?
Yeah, people are
I'm
not
done.
taking Westbrook.
I'm done.
I have
But see,
oh
this
my-
is what we missed, dude. I'm so glad we did this tonight, man. I missed this shit.
AJ, would you take Russ on a vet minimum deal?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no. I'm not doing
it's
it.
not worth it.
Really?
I'm
People
not
gotta
done.
understand. Not all good deals are good deals. Yes, Westbrook sounds nice, but it's not worth it. His stands are not worth it. On top of that, his mindset is not worth it.
Yeah.
That's
Russell
why I
Westbrook,
brought
don't
that
think
up.
he's
There's a reason
more-
Katie left. There's a reason Katie left.
That's why I said my biggest concern wasn't even his play, because even though he bricked all those shots, dude, he still would play better than some players on our team. But it's his mindset that bothers me the most.
Imagine him
It's
hogging
zero
the ball from Kyrie and
responsibility.
Katie.
Yeah.
Imagine him just hogging the
Shout
ball
out
from
to Naruto. Westbrook is Chioza with an all-star name.
Oh nah. Yeah, we're getting to that point. We're getting to that point of the stream.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
We're getting to
And
that troll
here's-
music part of the stream.
But and
Oh,
here's-
okay. Hard C. Are you telling me?
Oh
would,
my
would
God.
you choose LeBron Johnson or Russ on a bet? Exactly. Thank you.
Yo,
So you're
LeBron
telling
Johnson
me-
just got signed by the Pacers. What y'all talking
Yeah,
about?
but AJ, would you rather have LeBron Johnson or Russ on a vet minimum?
All right,
come on.
if you're gonna do that, I'll do Russ. But
Thank you.
But
Would you rather
still,
have
like,
TLC or Russ on a vet minimum?
so
I
we
don't
just
know. Bubble TLC.
would you rather
though?
have
Like,
Anthony Moore or Russell Westbrook on a minimum? At this point, what are we doing? We
I'm
can
just-
cherry pick bad players and say I take Russ.
Brought off.
yo,
That's all I'm
chat, yo.
saying, bro.
I'm gonna read a
Oh,
couple more
man.
chats and then we out of here. Russ on a veteran minimum is an A+. Y'all are NBA
Yes.
GOAT held to the freaking no.
If you don't remember NBA GOAT, I was the one. If you've heard LeBron Johnson anywhere on Twitter, in the
Yeah.
news, I'm the one that created LeBron Johnson.
If somebody
I
else says
coined it
LeBron
in a
Johnson,
space.
they have to
It's
pay
from-
Saint.
Yes,
They have to
I am
pay
the one
LeBron.
that coined that in a spaces, and it took off like wildfire.
LeBron Johnson, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fasai. I mean, Russ in Houston with the ball dominant Harden played all right.
What do you
TLC
mean
wasn't that
TLC
bad.
wasn't that bad? What?
Yo, I told you beat double TLC, bro.
Dude, everybody was good in the bubble. Stop.
That's a fact.
Yes, NBA
Double
GOAT.
TLC.
I got pissed off at people because they were trying to gas up James Johnson, and I fucking lost my shit. And I said, I'm tired of seeing LeBron Johnson. And it just, yeah.
LeBron Johnson.
This is a good
Yeah.
question. Somebody said, "How y'all feel about the jerseys?"
I'm
Fire.
okay with it.
I'm waiting
Are,
for
are they going to release our city jerseys or what?
You talking about the
They
Basquiat's?
Yeah, I'm waiting for those.
Yeah, we still have. They've announced every jersey but our city jerseys.
Yeah, the Basquiat, white Basquiat's. That's the one I really want to buy. But I like the black ones.
Yeah,
Like the,
nah,
all
the
black
statement
ones.
is it's clean. You can't mess up
The
black
star
and white.
ones. I don't know if I would cop those though. I don't think I would cop those.
I'd cop those. Those are clean.
The
I'd
old school ones.
Yeah, those are clean.
No,
I think
they're not
it's
bad
pretty
jersey,
good.
but I don't know if I would cop it though. That's the thing.
But the throwback to Dr. J though, I always like
You would cop it?
always I don't
Nostalgia?
know that I'll buy it, but I
Mhm.
think it looks good.
No,
like-
yeah, I
like-
agree. It looks good. It
Like
looks
I'm
good.
sorry, those blue tie-dye freaking jerseys.
Oh yeah, I didn't like those.
Those raw.
I will not tolerate the tie-dye slander.
No,
I will not
dude,
tolerate it.
those were
I will
those
not
were
tolerate it.
Marshall and Ross and Kmart discount jerseys.
He said Marshall and Kmart
and Ross. Okay,
I
those
will
were
not
discount jersey
tie-dye
looking
slander.
motherfucking thing.
Did you buy a tie-dye jersey, Chubbs?
Yes.
You wasted your money.
Those jerseys are beautiful.
Dude, those were.
You want to know what is
horrible.
true? People say the tie-dyes are bad. What about those gray ones? Those were no thought into it. Literally no thought into it.
I like the gray joints, the BKLY ones, the Brooklyn joints.
Nah, those dude. Any jersey that the Nets have released have looked better than those tie-dye things. Those things are horrid.
Yeah,
Like,
Chris remember
we
that
had the Nets had a jersey that was literally had blue on it, and it was better. It back in 2012. It was like 2013, 2014, some bullshit. But it was really bad, and it was still better than that.
Even
Really
the ones
bad.
last year, the dark blue ones, they look good. It just they were cursed. They just
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, the
They looked fine. I
love.
love those things, but they just were cursed, man.
Yeah, everybody talked about they were the cursed jerseys. Black Basket were the best ones. Yeah, I like the jersey lineup this year. I'm not gonna lie. I think we have one of the.
My
the best
favorite
jersey
will
lineup.
always be the Biggie ones.
Oh, the Coogee, the best eye.
Coogee one.
Oh
Yeah,
my
dude.
god, those
With the
jerseys.
trim, like that trim.
Yeah, they need to
around.
bring those
Oh,
back, yo.
dude.
Those
Those
were
were
fire.
beautiful.
Yeah, I love those.
I was
jerseys.
so mad that I didn't buy one in time, and the only one you can
You can
find
still-
now is the Biggie one.
No, you can find a decent one.
I like the
You're gonna have to help me with that because I like it, but I didn't want the Biggie one.
I like
was
the black
hoping-
ones from the marble. Which one? Those black ones from last year though. There was kind of like I forgot what the name of them were though.
Yeah, gray.
It was an
statements
alternate
were
jersey
fire.
though.
The gray statements were fire.
Like it was black, but it had like Subway font on it.
Yeah. The Subway
Yeah.
font. I forgot what it was.
Those-
Somebody
those
put that in
were
the chat. The
given-
name of those jerseys. I
It
love
was
those
something.
jerseys.
Like it was
that was 2020 2021 season.
Yeah, but that was a
Yeah.
one-off jersey. They're not bringing that back again.
Yeah. I'm just saying I like that.
Oh,
We wore that maybe one game.
Yeah, the Subway one. Yeah, shout out to yeah. I forgot what they were called though. Yo, Chris.
Oh, dude, do you want to? Do you want to see what I hear, dude? Wait till you see what I just copped, bro. Wait till you see. I can't wait till this shows up.
The Nets about to take all our money this year, man.
Oh, they took my money on this one, but I'm glad I waited because I got it on a discount.
I want Nets sweatpants. I want Nets. What else do I want? I want a couple jerseys.
Oh, yeah,
And I need a Kyrie jersey.
I copped this shit today, dude. Wait till you see this shit. Wait till you see this. I copped this. This is gonna be my winter jam right here, bro. Like I can't wait for this one. I have to delete photo. We're gonna have to go and
I
delete
said
a bunch of
sign Kai Soto. Nah.
Why not? Some at least some form of.
Where is Kai Soto?
All right. This is what I copped this for the winter. This is my winter hoodie right here.
The camera.
Look at that
Nice,
shit.
Nice.
And it's got that Bed-Stuy styling on the shoulder, the Brooklyn on the hoodie.
That Brooklyn on the sleeve is fire. The logo on the
Yeah,
sleeve.
dude.
That's
That's my winter hoodie right there.
Ahmad, we have one exhibit 10 left. Donovan Williams is on another one.
Yeah,
So we have
I
one
think
more.
Sean Marks is gonna end it. Like, I don't think he's gonna sign. Well, he might give one more contract out, but I think it's almost a wrap soon.
I'm being so honest. It's probably Hassan Whiteside.
Oh my god! If
It's
Hassan Whiteside is
probably
on the
Hassan.
team, I don't want him.
It makes the most sense. He's right there.
Instead of
No.
Boogie, he's gonna sign Hassan instead of Boogie.
Yeah, bro. You don't think
I'm not gonna lie.
Marks
Hassan
to
just
do?
tries on defense. He tries,
Bro, he
wants to play defense.
The only reason why I don't think they sign Boogie is because I think
Attitude.
He's too tough.
he's another attitude type guy though, bro.
So is Marquise,
And
though.
Not as bad as Boogie though, bro. Literally every game Boogie came in last year, he was almost fighting
Bro, we
or
need
getting
that
technical.
though. We need that tough. We
No,
need some toughness.
we actually need him to stay on the floor.
Especially with
And I like the idea of Boogie,
Markieff
but-
Morris's whole season was based off a controversy last year.
But the
Of course, but
the
he was
refs be doing too much with Boogie though. Like Boogie
they're
literally turns
looking
around.
for
They're
him,
like
dude.
technical foul.
Yeah, and
I
it's
like
bad
the
enough
idea.
we don't get treated great by the refs. already, and you
Hey,
want to
bro,
add
do
Boogie
you,
to
do you know
that?
how many people called for pause on this? When
No,
you were
chill,
like,
man.
get on the boogie
Chill, man.
train.
Don't do that.
People
Man.
were like, pause. You got a
That's a
train
long ass
show?
train though. That's just crazy.
With his head on the front of it. That's kind of sus, though, bro. Who did Chubb? Who made this?
Me.
No idea. Yeah, I'm sure it's right.
Listen,
So-
I like the
So
idea.
Boogie train is
on
over,
the
though.
boogie train or what? What are we doing here?
But
It's over.
all I'm
It's over.
saying though is I think Boogie is another guy that I think his attitude would and drawing like tech. I just think he'd be more of a distraction out there than actually benefiting. I'm not saying I want somebody like Whiteside, but I'm just not 100% sold on Boogie.
I mean,
Sorry, y'all. It's all right, man. Watch. As I say, with our center rotation this year, don't let somebody get hurt. That's all I gotta say. Don't let somebody get hurt, man.
Yeah.
all I
Oh yeah.
gotta
The
say,
Nuggets got DeAndre Jordan. Oh man.
What? Really?
they're winning the
Yeah.
championship. They're
They
winning
signed. They didn't sign
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan, did they?
Yes.
Yeah,
they
they
did that
did.
in the
They
beginning
did.
of that. They signed him the first day of the offseason.
Oh. Yo, Boogie played well for the Nuggets last year, though.
Imagine going.
Boogie cannot defend and his shit and his shit.
Hassan is
Hassan
100% for this team. What?
Bro, assuming that definitely watches basketball. I'm not gonna lie, definitely.
Hassan, Whiteside, and Ben
Definitely.
Simmons together is nasty. I don't want to see that, bro.
I have so many compilations of Hassan Whiteside with his thumb in his ass and doing nothing.
Whoa. You have pictures of Hassan Whiteside with
Oh
thumb in
my
his ass?
God.
Is that what you're saying, bro? I need to see that.
You need to see that.
Hey, knowing the shit that you've made, yes, dude, that's probably one
All
of
right,
the
we
funniest.
took it as-
Hey,
We gotta end this,
you've
bro.
asked
We
me to
gotta
make
end this.
dumb shit though.
Oh,
Dumb
of course,
shit.
trains.
Dumb shit. I love it too. That's
Trains,
I
thumbs
can't
in. This is
wait,
getting
dude. I
bad,
can't
bro.
wait to get back to doing the.
I'll never forget when you showed Prince's ass on the screen.
Or how about when you
Chubbs
put
is
my head?
disturbed. He cannot believe what happened.
Remember last season too? He took my head and he put it. He put my head on
Oh
a
my
bunch of
God.
girls with big boobs.
Hey.
You told me to do that.
Yo, this
It
is
was
getting
hilarious,
crazy,
dude.
yo. You two about to
Come on.
flag us.
Chubbs and I mean, listen. Think about all the shit that we did last year with that. How much fun we had,
Yeah.
bro.
That was
Fucking
fun. Yeah.
Prince, dude.
No, we have some
Oh,
crazy
I'm
ones
going
on
crazy this year, dude. I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna create all. Me and Rage are gonna get back to creating some crazy ass shit.
Nah,
It's
those
coming.
AJ,
Photoshop was crazy.
I might have to put your head on something. Like
Oh yeah, dude. If you
Yeah.
don't, AJ, no, there's.
No, you gotta do that.
I'm putting your head on like a Jeff Green picture.
People already call me
Oh,
Jeff
Jeff
Green
Green.
already.
You
man.
are,
Don't
but
even
you
edit it, just
already
show
Jeff
Jeff Green.
Green. Like
Yeah, just
it's
put
the
Jeff
same.
Green.
I mean, but they can't possibly tell the difference. You
I'm
know,
Jeff Green.
like
I'm
who is
Freddie
who?
Gibbs.
Who is that? That's literally Jeff Green.
No, this year there's nobody's safe. That's all I'm saying. Like,
So okay, so
nobody's safe.
AJ, who is everybody that you've gotten that people say you look like?
Jeff Green, Kawhi,
AJ,
What?
Isn't it Gibbs? Who's that
Yeah.
guy?
Freddie Gibbs, Kawhi,
Oh,
and
Freddie
Jeff
Gibbs.
Green.
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah. Wait, what? Hey, okay, we gotta get out of here, bro. This is getting bad.
What? Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yo.
See
Yo,
that's the comment we needed. Nets Kingdom.
No,
After
well,
that makes
I will
sense.
say this year, AJ got left alone last year with a lot of those created photos. Not this year, dude. It's on.
Oh yeah, no, he's not.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
probably gonna- I'm
AJ,
probably
you're
gonna be-
good. This year, it's on, bro.
Where's
Get ready
AJ?
for-
It's gonna be the where's
Where's AJ?
Where's AJ series is gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I have a very creative idea. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because eventually you're gonna miss a stream, and I'm gonna have to.
Oh
put the
yeah, of
photo on the
course.
screen.
Oh yeah.
Uncle
Cruising
AJ.
around the
All right,
corner
we gotta
store,
get
you
y'all.
know?
This is getting out of hand.
Uncle
Shout out
AJ.
You shout out everybody in the chat though before we go. Duca Quail was good. Marquise, what's up, man? Put y'all where you're repping in the chat before we get out of here. What state, what country you in?
Now get ready for this season, y'all. Like no matter, I don't know what the hell is going to happen with this team this year, but I'm excited for it. We're going to have we're going to be streaming a lot more, a lot of shit. It's going to be fun, man. This year, I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Food is ready.
Hey,
Where are
seriously,
you getting
food
all these sounds, bro? Do you have a soundboard now?
Food is ready.
Yo, somebody
Yeah.
said Denmark is in here. What's good, Denmark? Maya, what's good? Southern Cal.
North Carolina.
Hey, we
Is that
got
you playing a
everybody.
sound, AJ? Or is that like
What, the bell?
yes?
That's a sound. It's a soundboard.
Okay.
That's not a soundboard.
Hey,
that's just like-
Christo, where are you at in Cali? Where are you at in Cali?
Gotta meet up with Mr. Chris.
Canarsie
his
Floss is
last
in the
name
building.
actually
Jersey's in the
Doe?
building. Shout out to Chris. Doe Cali's in the building. Australia was good. It was good.
Hey,
Australia.
I'm putting this out there. I want to meet a couple Nets fans. I'm going to I think it's November. I'm going to go to the Clipper and Laker game in LA. Like the Nets are playing them back to back. So if you're a Laker fan, I mean, if you live in LA and you follow me on Twitter and whatever, I follow you, like DM me because I want to meet up with some people. I haven't got no Nets fans out here.
There's a lot of Californians. I see a lot of Cali in here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cali.
What's-
Yo.
what's-
Cali,
Yeah,
Cali.
Sacramento. Yeah,
Shout out to Cali.
oh, Maya B's in Inland Empire. I'm telling you, if you follow
Seattle.
me on Twitter, send me a DM because I want to go to a couple of these games. I got nobody to go with because I don't know any fucking Nets fans.
Shout out North Philly. What's up? I love Sosa. What's up? Ukraine. Ronnie was good. Ronnie. Who else? Okay, Sacramento. Yo, Cali's in the building tonight, bro.
Hell yeah. Hey, Christo, if you're on Twitter, hit me up on DM. Let me know because I know I'm trying to meet Jay out there, other people, but I want to go to back to back.
I'm definitely trying to go to some away games. I might go to a Philly one. When is the LA ones? Because I'm gonna do
I'll
something.
tell you right now. Hey, let me know as soon as possible because I'm gonna have. I have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday off for the month of October.
If it's
And
in Friday,
the-
Saturday, Sunday, I'm game on. But
All right, so here, let's go to
Connecticut in the building. Shout out Connecticut. Russia. Oh,
okay, so it's gonna be November 12th is the Clipper game, and November 13th is the Laker game.
Okay.
Chris, I know I know who you are, bro. If you're out this way, let me know. For you got to cross the ocean, brother. Like I'll be down.
Yeah, the ocean.
Yeah.
Hudson Valley. Shout out. Ricky.
Yeah, no, I can dead ass do that.
If you come from Denmark, bro, and come to LA, like, and yeah, Chubbs, let me know, like, because I want to buy tickets, but I'm down to like buy tickets
Shout out
for a
Chris
couple
Doe.
we can sit together.
Joey BK, what's good, bro? Yo, Joey BK, you in the Discord? Get in the Discord with Joey BK.
Oh yeah, quick thing. We are now that the season's starting. We've slowly been letting people back into the Discord. We're happy with how things are going. We are being really selective.
You just gotta have to DM when you DM me. Just send me a photo that you're real. Either you at a Nets game or a real photo of you. We're verifying.
Yeah, but you can't listen, dude. We are not putting up with toxic crap. Yeah, this will be bounced out in a second. DM me or AJ.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Well, DM me on Instagram or DM Saint on. Is your Twitter open or no?
Well, if you're not following me and I'm not following you, like follow me if you want a link. We're not dropping it here anymore. It's being done completely like on Twitter.
And there's a new thing like if these trolls keep showing up, I might put the stream on subscriber only mode where only the subscribers can comment. I might end up doing that if they keep coming in though.
Today was good. I didn't. We didn't.
I saw them early in the beginning, but if they keep coming in, I'm gonna.
They were in the stream in the beginning.
Yeah, they were.
Of course they were.
But I'm saying I might just do it.
It's literally been months. Why? Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Subscriber.
I think if you don't have a Twitter, you should make one. I made a Twitter, and all I do is basically talk basketball and Nets. That's all I follow. I don't get into politics, religion, none of that other dumb shit. I just straight like Nets.
That's why the Nets follow you, bro.
That's all I do, and that's where once I got on there, like the amount of fans and friends like you meet that way is just huge. But I recommend it because
I miss
are good too.
Oh, we're gonna actually be able to watch basketball.
Oh,
yeah, I'm excited, dude.
definitely want to. Yeah.
Shout out to Syph was good, Joey was good, Champagne Poppy, yo. Assuming man, if we have no Twitter, hit me on NG on Instagram.
Yeah, or yeah, exactly. Him for Instagram because I'm not
Yeah.
on that young kids TikTok.
Hit me on
TikTok
Instagram.
shit.
Aaron Christie, hit me on Instagram.
Please, if you are watching right now and you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps us out, gets us out there in the algorithm. So please do it. It helps us out big time.
Yeah, NBA GOAT. It's good, man. I didn't know, like a lot of people. Cali's in here tonight, and Jersey's in here, Brooklyn's in here. Australia, Russia. Like I said, it's worldwide, man. Next Kingdom worldwide.
Somebody made a fucking thing called Scoop C made a fucking Twitter.
Scoop C.
I need to know who you are before I even let
who
you
is
into
Scoop
anything.
C, yo?
Yeah, it's somebody that's been watching this channel, dude. There's no way.
First, it was the Juice Man. Remember the Juice guy?
Well, it could, yeah, but I mean, Scoop C could also be. Remember, we had fucking Anthony Davis in here. For all I know, it could be Anthony.
We had
it's got to be. It's got to be one of those guys, right?
We always have like one troll, like one account that's like crazy, yo. Like Kessler Edwards, or like one of the players, or like GM Steve Nash.
Like out of everybody, why Kessler Edwards?
It's Scoop's cousin. Shout out to Li here. Okay.
All I will say about this, Scoop C, if there's slander of Scoopy, it's gonna get shut down, bro. It's gonna get shut down.
Yeah, no slander, no Scoopy slander. Thank you, bro. Yeah, appreciate all this.
Hey,
all this support,
NVB,
man.
you remember NVB, right? In here?
No.
Where?
They're always on here. And is that who's
that? Yeah, I don't see that.
No, they sent me a message.
Oh, for Discord. Yo, make sure when y'all want to join, like I said, we send it. Sure that is there a picture of you?
Oh, okay, yeah, no. Envy's in our the Spotify live. I think Spotify.
Okay. Picture of the next year, or so we need to verify you guys are real, because some of y'all be trolling out here, man.
Yeah, we don't.
Some of y'all be out here with a Lakers. Y'all be Lakers Nation, and then y'all come in and chatting.
Yeah. No, basically we are opening it up, but we're being very selective of who and what we're letting in, and there's a whole lot of things now that can help us keep from being trolled. And
shout out,
we want
Barry.
zero toxicity in there. If there is toxic shit and you're being an ass, you're gone. Like we want chill basketball. Like, we get it. We'll have disagreements. We'll give each other a hard time once in a while, but like, nah,
yeah.
we it's got to be chill.
Shout out ICV, man. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Boogie. Barry, what's up, Barry? He said, "Thank God he got her back." Champagne Poppy, man, appreciate you, man. Scoop C, Rodney, all y'all, bro. You guys are the best, man. Chris Dope. Is Yvonne in here? Yvonne's not in here.
It's
right?
so crazy though. Like, imagine seeing 200 people just in person though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. We all gotta do a meetup one day. What? Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'm dying, man. They've been putting in work though. Like I said, they've been.
They have.
Like, they just, like, I don't know how they do it, but they just talk about every single day. Is just they make up something, and like I can't talk about the same thing.
No, imagine Adam just at the minute he watches in, he just saw that comment. It's like, what the
hell? No, hey, listen, man. There is a flavor for every kind of net fan. That's what I've learned. Is like
I said, it's a different Nets world when we first got here. Like, because we were the main Nets YouTube now, but now there's so many different Nets people that like do the Nets thing on YouTube. So, you know, it's a different world now, man.
Very much so.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Ricky Hernandez, thank you, bro. If you watch the Bulls championship games, they chose themselves and they pick up full court.
Yep, we'll be back at it soon, y'all.
Yeah, man. Training camp soon, man. When we get some news, we'll drop. Like I said, we'll drop.
Our luck is that some controversy happens during media day.
Oh, of course it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you know someone's gonna ask that question. I mean, honestly, I would too. Come on now. Who
Honestly,
wouldn't?
I ain't even trying to be here. I was forced. I can't get traded.
Al Max says, "How do you think the Knicks will do? Who cares?"
Trash.
I do
Hey,
not care.
and Ahmad, we're kind of touch and go right now, just because there really hasn't been a ton of lot to talk about. We did one today because obviously DDJ, Chioza gave us a little something to talk about, plus just kind of go over some shit we haven't really talked about or haven't been on the channel. But it's going to be touch and go till we really get some more news. Obviously, when training camp starts, media day, preseason, like it's on. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the definitely I will say this, it's going to be spotty until the end of the month, but once the end of the month hits, like the last week of September into the first week of October, we're going to be picking up quite a bit. Appreciate you, Barry.
Somebody said, yeah, the Knicks, man. Trust me, that man, Jalen Brunson's not gonna work. He's too tiny.
They're gonna be okay. I mean, I just
that's
don't
the
see
savior,
a huge...
bro. He's Michael Jordan.
He's a savior.
Yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah,
with the way the East is now,
Knicks are done up, bro.
even before the Donovan Mitchell thing, it was arguable. Like at best, play in, like the most perfect scenario.
I think they're going to be slightly better than they were last year, though, Chubbs. I'm not like saying they're going to be anything
Jalen's going to give them more
crazy.
scoring, but nah, bro. They're still going to have some problems, bro. Trust me.
Oh, of course.
They'll be in the playing spot for sure, but
they'll be lucky to be the 9th seed. They'll be lucky to be 9th or 8th.
Why are they so okay with being average?
They should have went all in for Donovan.
Yeah. They don't. The thing that their fans and their ownership does not want to acknowledge is that none of the superstars have wanted to come there for the longest time, so they have to settle for either getting lucky on they've had the worst luck on picks, right? Like, or getting a top pick, and then they've had to settle for, like, they've become the team that is willing to overpay to get average dudes, and that's like all they really haven't signed anybody that can really move the needle for them. And James Dolan, shout out there. Yeah, like James Dolan is a huge part of why people don't want to go.
As long as he's ahead of the Knicks, they're cursed, bro. They're never going to win.
Yeah,
they're never going to win. D Mitch to the Knicks, that should have been a lot. I thought that was going to happen.
They should have went all in for D Mitch, because now if RJ doesn't have a great season and they ended up, oh my God, they're going to be so bad. If RJ don't have a great year, they're going to look so stupid not giving him up for Donovan, yo.
Hey, Scoop C, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I need more. I need more than. I don't know if I can trust you in the Discord yet, bro. I need to know who you are.
Why you put the C, yo?
Yeah, like, dude, why not he even made a Twitter called Scoop C.
Scoop C? Yeah. Yo, you Scoop C, follow me on Twitter, man. Let me see what your Twitter looks like, bro.
Scoop C.
Yeah, no, man, but
I need to know. I need more, man, in order to make you part of the,
Now that the Nets follow us, the next step is we're trying to get somebody on here. We got to get Dayron or Clack, somebody on here, man.
If we can get a player, that'll be so. Yeah. Oh, that would be so cool.
We gotta get.
I don't even care if it's the 15th man on the bench.
Oh yeah,
just having it, just an NBA player in general is cool. Like,
yeah.
Hearing the stories is like fire.
They have a fear problem with going for trades via draft offseason. Yeah, like I said, they should have. If RJ got to have an amazing year, because if you don't have a good year, it's not going to be good for the Knicks, bro.
Let's be honest. No team gets anywhere playing soft or playing scared. Look at the Celtics before they got to this point. Playing scared doesn't get you anything. The Celtics were in play for Anthony Davis, and then they were like, not good. They were in play for a Kawhi Leonard. They're like, not good. Nah. You can't be scared in this league the way it is now. Look at the Hawks. Yes, they finally did something, but they were probably going to be back to being bad average if they never traded for Jamal Murray. Like, you can't be scared in this league. You can't play soft in this league. Like, look at the Jazz. Look what happened. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to make a gutsy prediction. Look at the Heat now. They relatively did nothing, and I argue that might come back to bite them because the East is getting tougher and they can't bank on a grit style of play. They have to upgrade. So you really can't play soft in this league at all. Like you have to jump at the moment because at the end of the day, like that's what really determines teams now. Like you have to be aggressive and jump on these players.
Shout out to Chris. Yeah, I think we can get Royce. Hopefully, we can get Royce. Somebody said Kyrie. Nah, Kyrie's. We can't get Kyrie.
We gotta find someone who it's rare.
Maybe Scoop. If Scoop can bless us with Kyrie, Scoop. The only way we can get Kyrie is if Scoop blesses us. Because I know. Scoop
I do think Scoop is actually going to be getting himself. He alluded to a conversation with him.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that, yo. Scoop coming up with some Kyrie. Well, how many people in here? 172. All right, yeah. We'll give a little teaser. Like Scoop is getting ready. It's gonna come on the channel too, but he's getting ready for a little one-on-one with Kyrie. So just stay tuned for that, yeah.
And we don't. It's still like way early, but when we had mentioned the podcast too, that has a potential to bring some interviews, as well. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, if this podcast gets picked up, I'm telling you, bro. We're gonna see a lot of players, man. Y'all gonna see a lot of players getting interviewed. Kai Cenat to the streamer even got Kyrie. Yeah, but he has like 1 million followers, bro. And he's like, he's
like number one on Twitch right now. So
he's literally number one on Twitch and one of the biggest YouTubers out there right now.
Yeah. Nah, like Kyrie, real selective, man.
Yeah, he is.
He is beyond.
As I said, I think realistically for us, I think it's Royce, Dayron, or Clax.
Why Royce?
Hey,
I think
Chris,
Royce is more easygoing and he's new.
Yeah.
He wants to make he wants to talk to the Brooklyn fan.
Is he active at all?
No, I just feel like he wants to talk to the Brooklyn fan base.
And I know we talked about it last year, but I really want to do it this year. Is try to do a international stream, where we bring people on the show from different countries. So Chris, like it'll happen.
Yeah, that'll be
cool. I know we have a lot of international people that follow, that love the Nets.
Thank you for subscribing, Mo.
Appreciate it. Yeah, like Chris, we'll do it. We'll get you on the Kingdom.
Yeah, we're gonna have some more call-ins too. We gotta get call-ins back too.
We got to do an all-time draft. No cap. Like some people from Twitter, we'll do it. Some people from Twitter and from Discord, like we need to do an all-time draft. Like I feel like that'll be fun as hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot coming up. We had, if you weren't here last season, we'll do a lot of fun shit. We'll have a lot of people from chat, Twitter, whatever. We're going to be bringing some reporters on. We'll see what we can do on the player front. There's a lot of things that we're gonna bring back and do and have some fun with. Like Scoop will be on for sure. Lot of different things. We're gonna have a lot more fun again this year too. So shit should be fun.
This is how all the Katie people are acting because Katie's in Texas. They want him to come to Brooklyn. Everybody's like, oh my God, why isn't he in Brooklyn? He's in Texas.
Oh yeah, they were pulling that with why isn't Kyrie and KD here? They don't want to be part of
life. Is over. It's over. We're not going to win because they're in a different state right now, enjoying their lives. What is wrong with them? Are you
like, serious? Oh my God, like don't people pay attention to like how majority of all people in the NBA, superstars, everybody is not always there all summer balling out together. Like,
they're usually somewhere else. But dude,
the place
that they're always at the whole season.
Yeah, it's like you want to enjoy your rest of your summer. Every little bit of the summer you have left, I'm trying to enjoy.
Like I expect
people that are from other states not allowed.
Like second year players that are trying to make a comeback. Those are going to be the guys that you'll probably see at the Nets like practice facility most of the summer because they've got a lot to prove and they want to get better. Where somebody like Katie and Kyrie, yeah, they're working out all summer, right? Like if you've been paying attention, there's a ton of videos of pickup games, them working out with specific coaches, strength and training. Like they're still doing everything, but they don't need to be at the practice facility all summer to prove that they're locked in for the Nets.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Joseph Lopez.
Thank you, Joe. Joe, man. Appreciate. Oh, wow. 20 years, Nets fan. Shout out to the Philippines, man. The Philippines been holding me down for a minute. Like, there are a lot of people in the Philippines that watch. Appreciate it, Philippines, bro.
So hit that like button. There's 173 people in here. We're at 154 likes. Please hit the like button on the way
20
out.
of you are not liking it,
Subscribe.
man. 20 people are not liking
Bro,
it.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the people from different countries that like born there and that have been there the whole life, it'd be really interesting to ask like, how did you even become a Nets fan, or even basketball? How did you even get basketball?
Oh, like Philippines and
Yeah,
other
because
countries?
you'd always ask or anyone overseas.
Africa, just anywhere. I mean, like the worldwide. I mean, like
Yeah, they're usually a
across
Laker
the globe,
fan,
bro.
Kobe fan, Curry fan, LeBron fan. So it's always interesting to see.
Yeah.
Especially the Nets. Like, how did you like the Nets 20 years ago?
I'd be surprised. Like when I started this channel, I was so surprised like how many worldwide Nets fans there are. Like I was like, wow.
Well, Rage, like 20 years ago, we were in the finals. So
No, but I'm just saying. Like,
he's an OG. Yeah, that Joseph he's an OG Nets fan, but he's just Rage is talking about in general, like how to like out of the country people become.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised, man. A lot of people like the Nets outside the country, man.
I'm a fan of the Nets and Empanada Mamas.
Yo, it's getting late. You know how it's getting late right now.
Man, if y'all fan of baseball, Albert Pujols is 2 homers away from 700, so I want him to break it, man.
that man's been crazy.
How much is the what's the Barry Bonds again?
That's like 700 and change. It's like that's
728.
crazy. No, I want Albert to get 700 man, before he goes.
You think he's gonna get the record?
You're gonna get 700. He's not getting the record. It's like what 17 games of the season left. So yeah, nah, he can get 700 though. That's
AJ, as a Yankee fan, right? Because like I understand Barry Bonds was a great hitter, anyways, right? Like steroids they don't improve your high.
Nah, Babe Ruth still got it, bro. I'm not getting
no. See, to me, I still look at Roger Maris as the home run champ of the single season because people were like, well, it doesn't. Somebody tried to give some lame ass excuse how like taking steroids doesn't help you to hit more home runs in a season. I'm like, listen, motherfucker. Yeah, it doesn't really change your eye hand back coordination, but it actually does. Like you can get faster. You turn balls that would wind up being like not pop outs, but like a fly out to the warning track. Like those become home runs when you have that extra power to put it an extra 4 or 5 feet, which could be a home run in a lot of these cases. Like it affects, like there's no way it doesn't, right? Like, and the fact that like he went from the skinny ass dude to like literally where your scalp, like, I'm sorry, at a certain point, like your body does not grow that much, right? Like, and if you have these growth hormones and other shit, yes, like that's so to me. I've always will always look at Roger Maris as that single season record holder because the only guys, if you think about it, the only guys that have been able to break it have all been guaranteed no balls. Yeah. All the people that have broken that home run record have all been steroid users. Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, fucking what's his name?
It's not fair to give them the record.
Sosa. Yeah, nah, dude, fuck that. I hope Judge breaks it. That'll be sick.
Basketball surprisingly huge in the Philippines. Yeah. Philippines is really strong. Yeah, I'd be surprised, bro. Like early on, I recognize the Philippines is out here, bro. Shout out to Joseph. He said I started being a fan, kid, Kmart era, then doubled up when BC joined and never left. Appreciate you, man.
Bozilla. All right, we should get at same way Barry Bonds' head got big.
Oh my god, hey,
But even if it was steroids, everybody used steroids in the 2000s. You can't even. You really can't hold Bonds to that because everybody used steroids.
I'm not gonna give him. Like, I mean, he cheated those last few years, bro. Like, it was bad.
No doubt, but I can't just single him out with Mark McGwire, Jose Canseco.
No, and listen, I became friends with somewhere in Cali in Long Beach. I met him, one of Mark McGwire's sons, and like, dude was he was roided out, and he Oh hell yeah, dude! Mark
Yo, them
McGuire.
roids is crazy in the
Dude,
baseball.
Mark
man.
McGuire,
Them
like,
roids
dude,
is
he was
crazy.
Nah, he did,
around
yeah, he
when
was
all
roided
he was
out,
around
yeah.
when all that was going on, and he was like, dude, roids were something serious then. He's like, it was bad. So, but
Yeah.
all right, I gotta go to bed. But I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
Chubbs, Rage, AJ.
Hit that like button. Make sure you guys follow all the socials. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Next Kingdom Radio, SoundCloud. What else am I forgetting? TikTok.
Speaking
TikTok.
of Nets Kingdom Radio, apologies for just going ghost. I did start up college back, but we will be back and we are expanding across all social media. So coming soon, we'll be on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all that. Just follow Nets Kingdom Radio on SoundCloud.
Age is in here? Oh shit! I didn't know
the Age.
Age, did you get back into the Discord? By
Yo,
the way?
Age, yeah, was Age in Discord?
He's in there. But yeah, follow my Twitter, Chubbs Nets. I'll update when everything's live.
Deserve.
Yeah, so we're expanding YouTube, Instagram, might be even TikTok, but we are expanding. So Nets Kingdom Radio, be on the lookout. The poll will go up for the latest episode, which was the Erykah Badu versus Lauryn Hill. I kind of went ghost with that, but the poll will go out, so be on the lookout.
Is there TikTok too? Don't forget about TikTok. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. All our Twitters are at the bottom. I still gotta hit up Julian. I don't even know what happened to Julian. I gotta hit him up.
Julie's MIA.
He living life. Man.
Yeah, and then we'll be accepting Discord. So if you want to get a Discord, again, just verify yourself. Send us a picture in Nets gear or a picture of you selfie with your girlfriend or with something. I don't know.
No drama. No toxicity.
Yeah, just make sure you're a real person before you join our Discord. We're opening it up though. All right, guys. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace.